Mike Jones Beats.
I be on my grind,
6 in the morning,
it be on my mind.
at 6 in the morning,
That's why I keep that pine
at 6 in the morning,
when I'm on that grind.
6 in the morning,
I be on my grind,
at 6 in the morning,
it be on my mind.
at 6 in the morning,
That's why I keep that
That's
pine
why I keep that.
when I'm on that grind.
When I,
6 in the
hey,
morning.
I get it and go. Call that a fast break. Young cash cow and all I eat is steak. The pill game been booming. You fuck boys late. Your whole team ribs touching. You the only one ain't. You hang around some real niggas. You the only one ain't. If I fuck with you, my word good as the bank.
Damn, if I knew 2 days ago what I knew right now, I wouldn't even be in this shit.
Somebody already got kicked. Dope. Somebody already got kicked. Dope.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags with the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing
And get thrown out the conversation. Throw up 2 fingers and tell them, please don't keep the drama waiting. Donate to the cause and hit the cash app. And if you ain't got it, them likes are free. Go and smash that. BBN, hit that with a hashtag. Sick with the content, come around and need a hazmat. Jack Frost, yeah, you dudes need to back off. He got the work around here, yeah, we all tip our hats off. Keep the same name, that's what you point for. But if you coming back in, put a 2.0. Big bags, and you asking what they heavy for. Foot and ass be going hella crazy with the petty wars. Good conversation, that's what we be really ready for. The conversation like being on the bottom of a heavy whore. Nah, why niggas be like that? I unsubscribe and tell them, yo, hey, I'll be right back.
Say the wrong thing and get the bags with the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing and get the bags with the force of everything that I have. Say the wrong thing and get the bags. Oh, now you niggas salty and you mad. Niggas say the wrong thing.
Yeah, bags. We just kicked that guy straight out the door. We don't got time for that. We hold goats over here. Who the fuck is that dude? Hold on. Can we get bags in the chat? Y'all don't see it, but somebody got hit with bags. Can we get all the bags?
BBN, Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. Hey, yo, check this out. First of all, we're going to have Tekashi conversation today, obviously, because of the title, but because I really want to know, do y'all think that whether Tekashi should give it up or not? Should he keep doing what he's doing? Should he not? I got a couple of arguments for both sides of that particular conversation. Also, I have a couple of clips from a conversation that Tekashi 6ix9ine had with DJ Academics. We're going to be playing those. But before we begin anything and all, let's give appreciation to everybody that did a drop yesterday. Before we do anything, and before we do any of the things, let's give appreciation to everybody that did a drop yesterday. Shout out to I Am King LLC, Kelly, and Smash TV. Salute. Also, today we're looking for 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Let's go with the drop squad at. Do we got any drop squad members up in here today? We looking for 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Let's get it. Boom. Alright, so first thing I want to do is I'm playing this particular video that I'm about to play for multiple different purposes. But the number one reason in which why I'm playing this video is to explain to y'all. It is literally impossible to do this without speaking about family, friends, and loved ones. Without speaking about people who we do and don't like. This is impossible to do this. What I do particularly and what most people do on the internet. So, I'm going to play this first clip. I want y'all to listen to the exchange between DJ Academics and Tekashi 6ix9ine, and then I'm going to say something after I do roll call. But I'm going to let y'all hear the clip first. Let me get the speaker. I want y'all to listen to something. Because I be trying to explain to y'all. I'm not doing anything wrong over here at the BBN Network. The things that I'm doing is the way that business is supposed to be conducted. It's the way that reporters are supposed to report. It's the way journalists are supposed to speak when they're on the air. I'm doing nothing wrong. People are complaining because they want me to do. They want me to. People are just complaining. I'm gonna let you hear the clip.
And I think before J. Cole, Russ said it best. Russ said,
yo, I don't know if you watching the stream, but I literally I showed them because they were arguing me like, yo, Uzi, son. When Russ comes to New York, he performs at a venue that has twice the capacity that Uzi performs, right?
Me and Rachel were just talking. I don't want to say no names, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Did you hear what he said? I don't want to say no names. You see, because when you're talking about somebody in a situation that you're fond of, and you don't want to be disrespectful about them to them, but you want to talk about the situation, you talk about the situation without saying their names.
About remember the hold on, I
can. Alright, they don't say no motherfucking names. But yeah.
There is zero wrong with talking about a situation, not talking about a person. But there is zero wrong with talking about a situation if you leave all names out and don't try to lead people to the individual who you're really talking about. If you just leave, that's not a subliminal. Hold on, there's not a subliminal or nothing. I just want to be clear on this because this is a tactic or a skill that every single person uses, but if I use it, people are going to say I'm throwing subliminals at them and talking crazy about them. But this is literally a tactic every single person uses. It's a journal. Everyone uses this tactic. I'm just want to point that out. Anyway, let's do roll call real quick. What up, Little B? Since 1983, how you doing this morning? He says, top of the morning, everyone. LB23, Oakland, California. Shout out to, salute to the Bay. Shout out to New York, Nikki. She says, good morning, Frost, BBN family. What up, Morris McKenzie says, yes, my G. Salute to, BBN Network. He says, good morning, come in, take a seat, hit that like button. Can we all hit that like button, please, and let people know that we're live. Also says, become a member, join the green team. Could everybody join the green team? And if you really like the channel, you can upgrade. But everybody join the green team at $1.99. If you really fuck with the channel, if you're one of those people that you part of the drop squad, then you need to also then level up to swinging bags, bag swinger. Shout out to Keeping It Tall. Says he has a career. All he does is try to troll. He always has someone's name in his mouth. I don't think that's fair. Hold on, I want to stop at this comment for a second. I don't think that's fair. Because, yeah, he does always have people name in his mouth. Don't get this confused. I'm not saying that that's not true. The reason why I'm saying I don't think it's fair is because when he was locked up, everybody was talking shit about him. So I hope Keeping It Tall is still in here. But I want to ask you an honest question. Why do everybody else have can talk shit about Tekashi 6ix9ine, but he can't speak about no one else? I just want to know. I'm not throwing shade at you. I'm just trying to. I just liked your comment, and I would like for you to elaborate on it. That's it. The outlet says no. He got some tracks up his sleeves. He got some tricks up his sleeves. I hope he don't got tracks and shit. I'm hoping he ain't on fucking heroin. What up, Rube? Don't nobody see them dots, Jones. How you doing? What up, Rich? He says, peace BBN, what's up, Frost? Good morning. And Rue says, salute BBN family, Frost. Who else we got up in here? What up, Emmanuel? He says, hell nah. He has music on the way, some fire music. I want to hear the last song he previewed. Sounds hard. I think people sleeping on Zaza. What up, Little B? Says it'll never be the same. Jody Mack says, Frost, good morning, bro. Good morning. How you doing today? Rich says, I could care less what happens to that Tekashi character. Emmanuel says, as a fan, even he knows it's not the same with Shotty and 6ix9ine and 9 Trey. He's got to let his nuts hang right now. Everyone locked up. I think that it'll probably behoove him to change his strategy a little. But, you know, yeah, why not? I don't know. What the fuck do I know? I don't know nothing. What up, Brooklyn Born? Shout out to Brooklyn Born. He says, salute BBN fan. What up to the business? Salute business. Throwing up all of them frosts. Who else we got up in here? Rich says, where I'm from, real cholos will co-sign that kid at all. Not even real cholos will co-sign that kid at all. He snitched. I'm not arguing anything. Manuel says, Facts Jacks preach this Sunday service on a Tuesday morning. What up, JPA? How you doing? What up, Liberty Hazelton? Hey, Liberty Hazelton. I don't know how to feel. I'm happy that you're back. I don't know if you want to be an admin. I leave that up to you. He just getting back what he puts out. That's all I'm saying, Little B. Just so we can be clear. This seems to be the energy that he was getting. Like, I don't understand why it's not fair for him to give that same energy back. I just need somebody to explain that. What up, Tighten Up TV? I'm not arguing for any or against anyone. I just need somebody to explain to me why everybody could talk shit about Tekashi 6ix9ine, but Tekashi 6ix9ine can't talk shit about nobody. I just want somebody to explain that to me. Supreme Dream says, sup, Frost. I think 6ix9ine will be successful. Gotta remember, most of his fans is overseas. He was just actually talking about some tours. We're gonna play some more clips from this particular audio, but I just want to replay something real quick because my position is always that people are getting upset at me for things that they shouldn't get upset at me about, and then get even more upset at me because of the way that I handle the situation. So I just want to play this one more time. And my question is,
oh yeah, J. Cole manager said, and it's right. And I think before J. Cole, Russ said it best. Russ said,
Yo, I don't know if you watching the stream, but I literally I showed them because they were arguing me like, yo, Uzi, son. When Russ comes to New York, he performs at a venue that has twice the capacity that Uzi performs, right?
Me and Rachel was just so, I don't want to say no names, but you know what I'm talking about, right? About the hold on, I can.
Alright, yeah, don't say no motherfucking names. But yeah.
But yeah, remember, look,
what up, Savage?
I'm talking about, right? Don't say it though.
Once again, I just wanted to point out, did you hear what they just said? Don't say no names. So if you are talking about a situation in journalism, if you're talking about a situation and you're a journalist and you're not saying the person's name, that's not, you've done nothing wrong. You've done zero wrong. They mentioned that about 3 or 4 times in this particular video. I'll show you what the name of the video is so anybody could go watch it whenever they at their own leisure. It's on King Academics channel. That's the video. I just wanted to point that out. There's nothing wrong with talking about a situation and just making sure you leave names out or any descriptives so the individuals that's listening to you can know who you're talking about. You leave out all descriptives, you leave out all names. There's nothing wrong with that. Every single journalist, everyone in the media does this at one point or another. To say that I can't do it, you want me to fail. I just want to point that out. I'm not getting at nobody or nothing like that. I just want to point that out. Because this is what I'm going through. People that are supporters that don't want me to do anything that the people who are successful do. This is what I got to say about, real quick, about, somebody said a comment about Little B since 1983 said he did enough talking, I think, talking shit and snitching. Once again, The whole talking shit thing was the model that they created surrounding around Treyway. Just so you know. Them is Brooklyn niggas. First of all, salute the Treyway. Free the game. That's one. Second, them is Brooklyn niggas. Them is just, first of all, and them isn't the fucking Brooklyn niggas that's out there painting signs and doing Vogue. Like, them is real Brooklyn niggas he was with. I just want y'all to know that. I think a lot of people are confused on that point. All of them dudes was real Brooklyn niggas. All of them if them dudes would have picked up, decided that they didn't want to live in Brooklyn no more, moved to a small town, they would be running that small town in a matter of weeks. You get what I'm saying? Running it, police and all. Alright? It sounds like an exaggeration, but it's not. Now, with that being said, their whole, shout out to Salty Sack Creations. With that being said, their whole business model was revolving around what Brooklyn niggas do. Fuck you. That's what Brooklyn niggas, if you're not from Brooklyn, Brooklyn niggas don't fuck with you like that. Brooklyn niggas, okay, so whenever you see somebody in New York City and they look like a real tough guy, you think they from either one or two places, the Bronx or Brooklyn. If they look crazy and tough, they from the Bronx. If they just look, tell me where I'm wrong. If they look crazy and tough, they from the Bronx. If they just look like a tough nigga that you don't want no problems with, they probably from Brooklyn. Tell me where I'm wrong. These are the dudes he's hanging out with. So every time somebody say he was talking a lot of shit, do you know who he was with? He was really with niggas that go move mountains. Alright? Do you know who he was with? Do you know them dudes that got locked up? Do you know who these dudes is? Do you understand who these dudes is? So him talking shit, I don't care about that. All rappers talk shit. Why can't he talk shit? I don't care about that. That's just my opinion. That's just the way I feel. I don't care about him talking shit. Literally, hip-hop is about saying I'm better than you. Right? So why can't he do the same thing? So I'm not here for that. I'm fine with him talking shit. I'm 100% against all snitching, but I'm fine with him. What you snitch on them niggas raping kids and stuff like that. Snitch on them niggas. Matter of fact, don't snitch. Well, first of all, with the understanding of what snitching is, if you snitching on them, you was a party to it, so you need to go down too. So whatever. Anyway, Supreme Dream says, "What up, Kingslayer?" Supreme Dream, what up, Derek Holland? Supreme Dream says, "What up, Salty Sack Creations?" Supreme Dream says 6ix9ine is just trolling. He just doing what he usually did. People got something to say about because he's respond. They keep him relevant. Jake Paul's advisor says 6ix9ine looks depressed to me, like he don't want to be in the spotlight no more. I'm gonna explain something, and this is the hard part. I don't know if he's depressed or not. Rich people get depressed, but like for me, I explain to you what the difficult aspect of this for me is. Creating content isn't the difficult aspect. That's not difficult. What's difficult is being able to allocate my time to the things that I do that actually make me money and the things that I do that is for the future. Because the things that I do right now that make me the money that I need right now to work, to do everything that I do, those things aren't things that's going to help me towards the future. You understand what I'm saying? So if I have any, you know, I put about 4 or 5 future projects on hold that I wanted to have. Like 3 of them I wanted to have done by now. But ever since we pulled up in here in September, October, I put about 4 or 5 projects on hold that I want to do. That I want to do with people. And these people are thinking I'm flaking on them. When in reality, I'm not even flaking on them. I just have to do so much to be able to keep my income going. I'm not flaking on nobody. Just so we can be clear, I'm flaking on 0 people. It's just that I'm in a situation where there's long-term goals I have that I can't do nothing for right now. I can't do nothing at all to get any of my long-term goals accomplished. And the majority of my long-term goals involve other people. So I have other people that think I'm shitting on them, when in reality, it's just I got to do what I got to do. Now, what up, Dog Soldier? Dog Soldier says, peace and love to the BBN family. Jack Frost, love is power. Love is power, my brother. Yo, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, I need everybody to pull up today. For real, for real. Hector Cruz, what up, Hector Cruz? What up, Dale? Hector Cruz says, what up, BBN? Fan Frost, salute everyone. Got GD, stay safe and hydrated. That's a fact. Heat wave from the Hurricane Danny. Definitely, wait, Hurricane Danny, is that a Tekashi joke? Definitely everybody stay hydrated. That's so important. So I don't know if he's depressed or not. I wouldn't have the slightest idea. I know he doesn't have any money issues. He probably just needs to find a project. Like when I'm not feeling well, I want to find a project. You understand what I'm saying? That's part of what my issue is now. I can't even find a project to go do because I have to keep doing these things in order to be able to make my everyday money. You understand? So I can't even go do my projects that I would like to do, the stuff that warms my heart. I can't even do the stuff that makes me feel good, makes me feel better. I can't even do those things. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of those things involve me having to leave here, go to a place, talk to a person. I'm laughing. I can't even explain why I'm laughing. He said, nah, it's the name of the hurricane. Good. Alright, so one thing that Tekashi did point out is that a lot of these rappers are not selling out shows like they're saying they're selling out. A lot of them aren't. Shout out to Omega Sunspot. Says salute Frost Mods chat. Hope all is doing well. Excelling. Appreciate you. Hope everything's going well with you too. With that being said, and I just want to be clear on this. There's a reason why, and this is one of the things I was trying to explain last year when we was talking about, well, not last year, the year before last, when we was doing a lot of videos on concerts. We was doing a lot of video on concerts. I believe we was at one point even talking about the Nicki Minaj concert that she had to kind of cancel when they was trying to get like Future and a whole bunch of other people to come on the concert. A lot of these dudes that y'all love can't sell out shows. A lot of these rappers y'all love, they can't sell out shows. Tekashi did a show during a heavy traffic time in that state, in that city, Houston, right? And he pulled 200 people. The place hold 8,500. He pulled 200. Allegedly, it was more than that, right? I'm not gonna go here to there, whatever the numbers was. He pulled between 200 and 500, whatever the case is. Somebody said 1,000 and people was leaving. I don't know. I don't care. Quando Rondo pulled 50. Not even 50. In his home state. And there's been a couple of other rappers that also have problems booking shows. Now, with all of that being said, I want to be clear on something. I'm gonna let Tekashi 6ix9ine say it for itself. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all hear it with his own words. Morning, Lauren Lease.
Some people were trying to push a narrative. Was like, yo, he showed up. Apparently, there's telling me that this venue could hold 20,000. Like, this is some bullfighting shit.
Nah.
It could hold 20,000, and there wasn't enough people there. And you're like, yo, like you didn't want to perform in front of a small crowd. You're like, I'm good.
If you look up the Humble Civic Center, it holds, I think it was 5,700 or 8,500. One of those. Humble Civic Center.
I'm looking right now.
It was 85 or like 10,000, some shit like that, or 5,000.
Okay, it says 7,500 seat multi-purpose arena.
Yeah, so it was 7,500 people.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what Humble Civic Center hold. I think. Did you come to Triller Fest?
Nah, I didn't come to Triller Fest.
Nah, I know you heard about that. You came to a doggo. My job is not. I'm not a promoter. I'm not Live Nation. I'm not WME. I'm not Carol Lewis. I'm not the booking agency. I'm not that. My job is not to go on my Instagram and say, hey guys, come do here. Da, da, da. I don't do that. As a promoter, and we had this conversation earlier. Your job is to go out there and sell the show. My back end, my front end doesn't go into radio promotion. It doesn't go into anything. That's completely my money.
That's true. Yeah, they shouldn't be using expenses off your. Let me ask you Let me ask you a question and be 100% honest with me. If they came with your $250,000 and say there was 2,000 people out there, would you perform?
That's what I'm saying. And me and Rachel was talking about it today. I said I had no excuse to leave. That's a lawsuit. I'm not gonna go. Like, the reason that I even felt comfortable to get on the jet and leave, I knew there was no penalty on it. You can't sue me, right? You can't sue me for leaving. You don't have this efficient funds to pay the artist. You don't. Now, I told Rachel, I said, if they would have gave me the full $250,000 and there was one person there, I guess we going money bag yo viral. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like
so you'd have performed it?
Yeah, I would have had to. I would have been looking like Quando Rondo, Money Bag Yo, all these, Coily Ray, all these niggas.
Yo, at that point, just bring them on stage and just rock out.
I'd have been going crazy, and I feel like the reason that people are pushing this narrative is that they didn't get their chance to see that, and that's why everybody is so mad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is so mad because they want like, yo, listen. Everybody knows I was a bandit at birth, right? Academics? Everybody knows.
Okay, I want to stop right there because the next thing that we're going to address is the next topic right there. So I want to stop right there. Check this out. Y'all do know that if he would have went there and performed for only 200 people in a place that had no people in it, that he would now be able to flex on that? Y'all know that, right? Before we go any further, y'all do know that, right? Tekashi's whole thing is that he loves his fans. Y'all do know that, right? Tekashi's whole thing is that he loves his fans, and his fans love him. If Tekashi pulls up to an arena and only 200 people are there and he goes performs, that might be a big up for him. He could then say how much he loves his fans. I'm just saying. Like, that's just, I don't know if anybody is looking at it at that particular angle. What up, Non-Bigness? Non-Bigness says, what's good, BBN? First off, obviously he gets paid a lot of money by those big promoting companies because they know he's going to sell. He doesn't have a promotion company. That's what he was basically just explaining. There is no promotion company. He don't got a Rock Nation behind him. He don't got none of them dudes behind him. He has no promoters. There is no promotion people behind him. All right? He's not with them. That's what he was just explaining. I'm not arguing your opinion. It's fucked up I gotta talk like this. I'm not arguing your opinion. I'm saying he literally just said that he has no agency. He doesn't have any promotional agency that's working for him. He doesn't have one of those. His fans are cult-like. He's performing in states they say he can't. I don't get the last second part of that. Yeah, but he doesn't have a promotion people. There is no promotion people. Let's listen to that again. Maybe I heard that wrong. Okay, no. I just misrepresented that. Hold on. I just misrepresented that. Okay, so there's two things here. What he's saying is he doesn't have... What up, Ben Roman? What he's saying is he doesn't have the big promotion people. Somebody just a minute ago made a comment, right? And they said, the rappers selling, shout out to Supreme Dream. Supreme Dream said, the rappers that selling our shows are the rappers getting awards on BET and MTV. Yes, those rappers that's getting the awards on BET and MTV, they're with the big headlining promoters of the world. They're with the all of the big headlining promoters. He's saying he's not with them. That's what he's saying. He's saying that the promotion people that he's with, he called up a promoter. Okay, he doesn't have a promotion agency. He has a person who is booked. He has a booker, someone who books him. He calls up the promoter. The promoter is the person that directly dealing with the venue and Tekashi. What happened was he was supposed to get some monies. Instead of them sending the monies to him, they used those monies that was supposed to go to him to like pay for shit. You good? Everybody's good. Everybody that hasn't been here, I salute. I appreciate all of y'all pulling up. Everybody who's talking about how y'all haven't been here, why don't you just do a $10 drop and we call it square? I hope it's like 40 of you niggas. Why don't we just do that? Everybody who hasn't been here, do a $10 drop, we call it square. How about that? And y'all don't have to keep saying, yeah, sorry I wasn't here for a while. It's okay. It's called life. People got life. And I haven't been particularly great the last couple of weeks. So, it's okay. I get it. But, we need $10 drops. We need 20. Matter of fact, we need 100 $10 drops to the Cash App today. So, let's get those going. Let's get all of those 100 $10 drops to the Cash App going. Come on, let's go, y'all. We need to do that one day. One day, y'all need to all just come in here and just drop $10 on some real shit. Like, why are y'all not doing that, like, once a week? Like, on some real shit. I'm not even trying to be a dick. Like, I'm not even trying to be a dick. I'm not even trying to be a dick. Like, one day out the week, all of you fucking, you guys are the drop. One day out the week, everybody need to pull up one day out of the week. I don't care which day it is. Everybody drop $10. Like, come on, man. We trying to keep the BBN going. What the fuck is you niggas doing? I'm just talking shit at this point. What up, Prince to Amir? What up, Elements Gaming? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is going well. And I hope I said what's up to Dog Soldier. So, basically, what he's saying is, just so we can be clear on this, what he's saying is, or what it sounds to me like he's saying is that the agency spent the money that they were supposed to give to him to do the things that they already were supposed to do to promote the show. Shout out to Ben Roman with the $10 drop. He said, we square. Send that shit to the Cash App, by the way. Shout out to Ben Roman. Send them drops to the Cash App. We need drops over here, too. Send them wherever you want to send them. Second Tuesday of next week. Copy. Let's do it on the second Tuesday of next week. Why not? Yeah, kick that guy. Nobody got time for that. So that's what it sounds to me like the point that he's trying to make. All of this agents, all the shit that they were supposed to do, like to promote the show, they tried to charge him for. Like, no, nigga. You're not supposed to charge me for promoting your show that I'm coming to do. Anyway, what he's saying is that they didn't pay him the money, so he didn't do the show. Also, allegedly, this is not the first time that this happened. It's happened before. Now, one of the things that I will tell you is promoters cheat people out of money all the time. I don't know about them cheating an artist as big as 6ix9ine. I mean, that kind of sounds crazy. I know it was a joke, Dale. You good. I know that kind of sounds crazy. That kind of sounds crazy. 6ix9ine is a big artist. To think that they're going to try to trick him, cheat him out of money, it kind of sounds crazy. But at the same time, just so we can be honest, it sounds like that's what I wouldn't put it past anyone. I know people who do promoters. Promoters rob rappers all the time. There's a reason why you get there's a reason why you get your upfront money. Promoters rob rappers all the time. All right? The reason why there's upfront money is to make sure that you get paid something for showing up, because the motherfucker ain't gonna show up. And the reason why there's back-end money is to make sure that the artist performs. I'm not laughing. I mean, I'm laughing, but I'm so serious, part of me. I'm telling you. So, I don't know if 6ix9ine is big. I guess it's relative to what you think. But promoters do that shit all the time. So that's why I'm not just assuming he's lying or he's wrong. I'm telling you promoters do this. So the other thing that he said that he's accusing them of doing, they do that also. Okay, so you got the show. You the promoter. You doing the show. You have expenses to make the show happen. You don't earmark those expenses for the artist, you pay the artist their money. So Tekashi is saying they took the money they were supposed to pay me and they was doing all these other things with it. No, nigga, we is not performing. And if that's what happened, I'm with him on that at the end of the day. And he said this is the second time. He's like, this is just a thing that they do to him. So yeah, I'm with him on this all the way. Like, what the hell are you niggas talking about? Just so we can be clear. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. Just so we can be clear. I'm on that type of time. Elements Gaming says fraud salute question. Why do you think he's been inactive like in music and social media? First of all, he needs to start dropping music if he wants to stay being a rapper. He needs to start dropping music. At this point, I keep telling y'all, look, this is one of the main things that I've always said about Tekashi 6ix9ine. And I'm pretty sure that this is not something that he covets. This is something that if he heard that I say this, that he'd be like, you know, what the fuck is up with Jack Frost? But I don't consider Tekashi 6ix9ine a rapper. I consider him a internet personality, a social media personality. That's what I consider him. I don't consider him a rapper. I consider him a social media personality that happens to rap. Period. There's a reason why I consider him that. Because I think his career on social media is better than his career in rap. Just so we can be clear. I think on social media he's made, I'm not going to say made more money. What the fuck do I know about that? But I think on social media he's more relevant than he is in actual hip hop. So he needs to, one, make more music. Period. He has to. I'm going to explain something to y'all. You want to know why Jay-Z said he still makes albums? You know why Jay-Z... Anybody know why Jay-Z say why he still makes albums? Jay-Z had an interview a while back. Jay-Z had an interview a while back. It was probably like in the early aughts, right? And it was like, not the early aughts, the late aughts. It was probably, I don't know. It could have been maybe about 10 years ago. Maybe about 10, 11, 12 years ago, something like that. So during this interview, he's having a conversation. He's talking to the interviewer, obviously. So the interviewer asked him, like, why does he still come out with music? Does he think it's time for him to stop doing music and let the young dudes get to the game or whatever the case is? I forgot the reference that he made about the young dudes, but he said, but the reason why he keeps making music is because he's a rapper first. So he needs, for his rap to do well, he needs to make sure that he stays rapping in order for all his other projects to be able to, everything else that he's doing to stay in the works. Because at the end of the day, he's a rapper first. And I think that's one of the reasons why I call Tekashi 6ix9ine a social media entity, a social media personality over a rapper. He does way more shit on social media than he does actually rapping. If you release only 1 or 2 songs a year, can I call you a rapper? Can we call Will Al Yankovic a rapper? Not saying Tekashi is Will Al Yankovic, but you get my point. Can we really call him a rapper if he's only releasing 1 or 2 songs a year? Or is he somebody who just happens to also rap? Supreme Dream says that's a fact. 6ix9ine had like 7 or 8 platinum hits and still have not gotten an award for them. And no, not all Mexicans is rocking with 6ix9ine, King Gil Williams. Not all Mexicans is rocking with 6ix9ine. I personally know some Mexicans that is not rocking with 6ix9ine. Pedroza said he is a marketing gift. Let's keep it 100. I don't agree with his actions, but he knows how to market himself. That's indisputable. He's pretty good at marketing. He's pretty good at knowing what to do when he gets the eyes on him. That's what I'll say. 100 Racer, shout out to 100 Racer. How you doing? And shout out to everybody who used to be a part of the Green Team. I'm 100% welcoming you, Rap Bastards, back. Also, Drop Squad. Who's part of the Drop Squad? Let's get $10 drops to the Cash App. Come on, y'all. Let's go. Hove would pack 40,000 today. Hove would pack 100,000 today. Now, the point in which I'm trying to make, real quick, about the comment that Hove made. The comment about the comment. Hold on, I'm gonna address what y'all saying about the comment that Hove made. The thing that I want to be clear on this is basically this. Is basically this, right? Listen. In order for Jay-Z to be able to stay being Jay-Z, he needs to be rapping. The minute he stops rapping and quits rapping, he's not Jay-Z anymore. So Tekashi 6ix9ine needs to come out with music. But I do understand what the problem is. How he's going to come out with. He needs to get with a songwriter. Be honest with you. He needs to get with a legitimate songwriter so he can change his sound up. That's just my opinion. Well, if it's a songwriter, or he needs to just get with a legitimate songwriter that can help change his style up. And that's my opinion. That's just my opinion. The Dean said, Frost, you said it before. Most rappers have 3 to 5 year window, and musically he is closing. Yeah, most rappers got 3 to 5 year window. That's I consider that to be a pretty factual statement. I don't know if his window's closing or not, but yeah, rappers have a 3 to 5 year window. That's a fact. I think it's not hard to change around. I'm not gonna say okay with resources. I don't think it'll be too hard to change. With resources, patience, and a calculated approach, I don't see any reason why he couldn't change his public perception. Pedroza salute. He says, I'm sure Jay-Z is perfectly fine being Sean Carter. Laugh out loud. No, I'm pretty sure Jay-Z is not perfectly fine being Sean Carter. I'm going to tell y'all something. So, we all got places we go where people know us for different things, right? So, one of the tactics I've always used in my life for the majority of my life, not always, but the majority of my life, I've always been a shy kid. Like, I'm shy to this day. Like, I really am. It's just that I'm just me. But I'm really, really super shy guy. So, I'm so shy that the chick walked up to me the other day and said hello, and I thought she was just trying to walk past me, and I just moved out the way. I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, I'm super shy. So, I say all that to say this. Every place that I've ever went in my life where I was playing sports or something along those lines, I rarely ever introduce myself. I just go and get in the mix. I rarely ever introduce myself. I don't never tell nobody my name or nothing. So the majority of places that you might go with me, if we go, people know me by totally different names. There's places and people, I'm not going to say people I enjoy being better, but I love being the spine splitter on PS4. I love it. When I used to play basketball, ball for real, I loved being Spreewell. Alright? When I was growing up and I was rapping like crazy and I was killing them kids, I loved being Psycho Bob. I still do. Don't get this confused. So to say that just because Jay-Z is Sean Carter and Sean Carter made Jay-Z because he was Sean Carter first and being Sean Carter's dope also, don't think that he's not, that he don't also appreciate being Jay-Z. That would be him not appreciating his gifts. He appreciates being Jay-Z, believe me. He appreciates being Jay-Z. He likes being Jay-Z. When he walk into a room and people call him Jay and Jay-Z, he likes that. Don't get this confused. I've been a ton of different places, and there's people who don't even know my real name or anything like that until they started seeing me on here. Shout out to Charlie Santana. Salute. He says, salute BBN Frost. Hope everyone is having a blessed day. I'm trying to have a blessed day. I'm trying to get these $10 drops to the Cash App. That'd be a blessing as hell. I'm trying to get that to happen. Non-Bigness says 6ix9ine can't change. He is who he's been, the person since he's came in. Did you mean to rap? He is who he's been, the person since he's came in. He's constantly been bullied, so he's always a defensive person. And the moment he changes, that he puts himself in danger, the fans will leave. So I think Non-Bigness makes a great point. He says 6ix9ine can't change who he is. He's been the person he's been since he's came in. He's constantly been bullied, so he's always in defense. I'm personally always on the defense myself, right? So I want to apologize for everybody who y'all have bad interactions with me sometimes. I just come from a situation where literally, and this is not me being funny, literally all of the people that I grew up, a majority of the people I grew up around, just in general, I'm not talking about family or anything like that, I'm talking about the majority of the people I grew up around just in general were dishonest. And I used to be like extremely gullible kid. Alright, you gotta understand, like, I used to be extremely gullible, and I always wanted to like help people, and I always wanted to be of assistance, and I always wanted to like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell you something else that happens. What happens is not just the bully thing make you a defensive person. What makes you defensive is also a lot of times that you've given your heart to something. A lot of times that you've had faith or belief in people, and they just turn their backs on you. Or something happened, really wasn't that big, and then they blew it up and made it something that it really wasn't. Or you busy struggling somewhere with something, and you got individuals who's supposed to be for you, but all they doing is bringing you more problems. Like, this is something that makes a person defensive and makes them feel like they can't trust people. So I don't think it's all of that whole bullying thing, because he was going well with Treyway. I think it has more to do with having your... First of all, I'm about to play something in a minute. I'm about to play the next part in a minute, and we about to go over that. But abandonment, that's a dangerous... That's one of the worst things that could happen to somebody other than death or being molested is being abandoned. I don't know no other way to explain this to you, but it fucks up your ability to trust people. It fucks up, like, you either become a bitter individual who is a shit person, or you become a good individual that have weird experiences with other people, and they sometimes just get you fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, the Dean says, the ability Jay-Z had... Wait, hold on. Non-Bigness first says 6ix9ine can't change who he is. I read that. The Dean says the ability Jay-Z had to market themselves musically and the ability to utilize his different hats to maneuver in many different enterprises is a gift in itself. I'm going to explain something to you, right? There are a lot of us out here that create content, and some of us are talented and some of us aren't. But some of us are talented, and the only thing that's preventing us from creating the next great thing is resources. That's it. Jay-Z was just a very talented creator who came into resources. Shout out to that. I'm not trying to minimize anything that he's ever done. I'm just trying to say that there are a lot of people out here that if they had... Not a lot of people. There are quite a few people out here that the only thing that is separating them from success is resources. Period. I believe myself to be one of those people. You asking me why am I still reporting on a person in hip-hop? Is that what you're asking me, Oliver Johnson? Why am I still reporting on a person in hip-hop? If you hate 6ix9ine so much, why are you in this chat? It quite honestly says 6ix9ine in the title of the video. Why would you come in here if you don't like him? I don't understand you people. Y'all don't dislike 6ix9ine. Y'all love that nigga. If you see a damn video that got 6ix9ine name on it, you pull up in the chat just to say 6ix9ine is lame or some shit like that, you probably love 6ix9ine more than his actual fans that buy his tickets. Prince to Amir says 6ix9ine should just club bangers with a little gully here and there. That G shit over with. I think he needs to change the music or his image a little, but he's probably comfortable with it. Or I don't know. I think that there's a way that we could. I think there's a way that it could be tweaked. I believe that there's a way that... So you came all the way in here to say, I remember why I stopped watching this channel? Like, what the fuck? What kind of parents do you people got? Like, seriously. Like, I literally was raised myself. I didn't have no parents at all. And when I see shit that I don't like, I just don't go near it. I don't understand. I don't understand what kind of people, like, raise you people. So y'all see stuff y'all don't like, and then y'all just go stand there and watch it the whole time to complain? What kind of shit is that? Nobody's comparing 6ix9ine to Jay-Z. Pedroza says, I'm just saying Jay-Z is in a whole different level. You know there's levels to this. Thank you very much, Little B, since 1983. Little B since 1983 just defended me in the chat. Says, Oliver, I kind of feel you, but he's doing his job and not taking sides. Thank you, Little B from 1983. Every time I see somebody defend me in the chat, like, not for nothing, but the shit be so few and far in between. Like, I appreciate you, homie. That's a fact. Because people be in the chat talking crazy about me. Then there be other motherfuckers that talk to me personally, swear they fuck with me like that, but they be in here while niggas be talking crazy and don't never speak up. But if you let them tell it, they my best friend. Pedroza says, I'm just saying Jay-Z is in a different level. You know there's a level to this and status to surpass Jay-Z. I don't know what y'all talking about. I have no idea what y'all talking about. I am sure in the business environment he gets introduced to Sean Carter, same as 50. First of all, I think that you're taking what the comment totally different. I'm just saying I think he still enjoys being Jay-Z. Is he still doing concerts? He's still getting on stage? He still enjoys being Jay-Z. He doesn't have to do that. He's not Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has to still do that. He doesn't have to still do that. He never compared 6ix9ine. No, I didn't never compare 6ix9ine to Jay-Z. Thank you, Dog Soldier. I kicked the other dude. I kicked the Oliver dude. I kicked him straight out. Thank you for the $5 drop, Oliver. You dropped the hater drop. Why you hate it? You got kicked straight out the door. Salute. Elevator Music Vlogs. His channel blew up because of 6ix9ine. I was over here watching Force coverage like crazy. I think that I had pretty good... I know a lot of y'all found me after the 6ix9ine, but I'm just going to keep it a stack. I was getting... the majority of my videos that got good numbers is not 6ix9ine videos. Dylan L. Proza says, the only problem of 6ix9ine is that he isn't dropping music and could happen. Yeah, I think he needs to drop music. That's a fact. The Dean says, this dude Oliver is mad bugging. You hear something ish on a different channel than play internet tough. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. My daughter comes on the show all the time. Obviously, everybody knows that I didn't try to hurt my daughter. That's crazy. What up, JP? A Dog Soldier said the bus is ready for pickups. Let's get $5 to $10 drop. Top $5 to $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. What the fuck, man? I keep calling for Cash App drops. Y'all rap bastards is doing fucking the other ones. Salute to that shit, by the way. I appreciate all drops. Let's not get this confused. I'm not trying to be funny about this shit. But we need y'all to come with the Cash App drops this fucking morning. Who the fuck supports BBN and Jack Frost? Come on, let's go, y'all. We need them drops right now. And then we're gonna keep the conversation going though. Especially you rap bastards that's be rappers and everybody else up in here. We need some drops right now, you rap bastards in here watching me. I think that's the shit that be fucking... Because I know niggas be in here and I be like, you motherfuckers. 6ix9ine cannot do a concert in New York. He's banned. Which show was good before that? The Business. What are you talking about? Which show? I'm hoping the show today is still working pretty well. Which what are you talking about? The Business. Elaborate. I want to make sure that I know what you're talking about. Who's the better businessman, Jay-Z or 50 Cent? I think it depends on what kind of career you want. To be honest, I think it depends on what kind of career you want. Elevator Music Vlog said, who's the better businessman, Jay-Z or 50 Cent? 50 Cent wins the publicity, Jackson, but Jay-Z wins the background deals. No, I think that you actually explained that extremely perfect. I think that who has the better career between 50 Cent and Jay-Z is totally dependent on whether you want to be a public figure or not. Jay-Z does a lot of the moves and maneuvers that he does behind the scenes, while 50 Cent is way more upfront and personal with his projects. 50 Cent is in front of his projects, while Jay-Z is, for the most part, behind his projects and out of the way. So it depends on how you want to make your money. Yes, the show was good before the 6ix9ine coverage. Thank you very much, The Business. I mean, it don't bother me when people say that, but whenever people say that, I just assume they haters. Whenever anybody say I'm gonna let you know something about me. Whenever anybody say anything that I consider to be factually incorrect, I just assume they're hating. Because it's one thing to have an opinion about something, and your opinion is whatever your fucking opinion is. But if you're out there just saying shit that's factually incorrect, you're just hating. I have no idea what Murder Murphy does. I think Murder Murphy is just the buffer between Tekashi 6ix9ine and the rest of the world. That's what I think. I think that he's just the buffer. They're just saying shit that's factual. God damn it. I did all the things wrong right there, so I need for y'all to hold on 1 second. But I think Murder Murphy is just the dude that's there. Can we get those lights up, please? I think Murder Murphy is just the dude that's there, that's the buffer. I keep trying to explain this to y'all. That's part of the problem that I have. If I had somebody that I didn't have to talk to everybody myself, and I had a buffer, somebody that whenever we was doing business, or somebody that they could go talk to the individuals instead of me, a lot of these issues I have, I wouldn't have. A lot of these issues I have is specifically because people want me to treat them in a personal manner in the business environment. I'm just keeping it a stack. Nah, you good over splat. I mean, whatever. I mean, whoever isn't going to donate, don't donate. It's okay. You don't even have to say that you would. You understand what I'm saying? That's trolling. I'm probably never going to get CEO Chris interview. Actually, when the 6ix9ine interview, when I started doing the 6ix9ine stuff, I was already at like 50,000. So I only gained 10,000 since then, at the most. I was already at about 50,000 before doing any 6ix9ine. Before we even started doing 6ix9ine, I was at about 50,000. Just so you know. I acquired the majority of the subs before. That's why that's what I mean by when people say shit that's factually incorrect, I just assume they hating. And then once they try to say something that's factually incorrect and they say, but that's their opinion, you want me dead. I'm telling you, that's what I think. Because whenever I think like this, the harder somebody lie, the more they dislike me. That's the way I think about it. Like, the harder somebody lie on something, the more they dislike it. Period. That's the way I think. And I'm telling you right now, y'all need to start treating people the same fucking way. There's a lot of people out there that don't like you. Then you stay being in concert with them. You know they don't like you. They treat you like they don't like you. But you still hang out with them because y'all got mutual friends. I'll just stop hanging out with all of y'all. Rich says, I've been rocking with fraud since 2018 at least. Snow Billy interview. I got hit with my first bags. Good times. Salute. I don't know. You said I can't get 100 people in the live. We got 97 people in here right now. Oh, Danny G's. That's why I didn't read your comment. I already knew you was a hater. Get out of here. Anyway, 6ix9ine needs a manager. Murphy is no good. Honestly, Shotty was better regardless of the foul shit. I don't know. First of all, just so we could be clear, Shotty wasn't doing any actual managing. Shotty was just standing next to 6ix9ine as his protection for the most part. Shotty wasn't doing any actual real managing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect to him, but he wasn't really doing that. The Dean says, Frost, you've been front man for positive interviews with black artists and even stopped many from self-snitching. Yeah, I don't let people self-snitch on the damn channel. That's a fact. You'll be surprised at how often rappers and people in these interviews self-snitch on themselves, and then the police don't even come after them. That happens a lot also, just so we could be clear. But don't think that the police is never going to come after these guys. Just, you know, they're just not coming after them yet. Little B since 1983 says, I've been here since the Kanika Jenkins case and still here before the 6ix9ine dude was even any talk. Thank you, Little B, since 1983. Thank you. But we need to get the likes up. YouTube thinks that I'm a brand new channel. It don't even send out notifications barely. So we need to get the likes up. So could everybody hit the like button? Can everybody hit the like button? We need to get the likes up. Yeah, so Shotty, man. You said Shooty. Shotty, Harv, Nuke, yeah. Hector Cruz says, I was watching before the 6ix9ine case and you are official. For those who don't believe, well, they learned after the case. Laugh out loud. You are official and bring facts to the table. Respect. Appreciate you. Rich is patiently waiting on the Wokecast and some more interviews on the horizon. Like I said, I would love to be able to do more of everything. I'm just not able to because of the constraints in which I'm held to currently. Elevated Music Vlog says, I came after the 6ix9ine case, and I think that's fine because I like the content. Laugh out loud. It's not a competition. Wait, what's not a competition? Could we get a competition in drops? Could we do that? I just picked up my phone to do a thing. Hold on. All right, so let's go back to. I wanna cover another. The whole 6ix9ine conversation thing. Hold on. I got another thing we going to real quick. I didn't mean to do this thing that I just did.
Do you know that having cold hands and feet is
Elements Gaming says, was watching BBN videos here and there, but when the 6ix9ine case started, Frost was the only one that was unbiased and was actually there personally getting the facts from the case that was. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hold on. Let's get it back to the point where we want to be around. I got something. I'm about to play another clip real quick from the conversation with Tekashi 6ix9ine and academics. Fred says, let's be honest, if 6ix9ine wasn't blackballed, he'd be a top rap artist regardless of the snitching. Once again, what people don't understand is 6ix9ine doesn't have any of the major promoters and nothing behind them. Those are the people that, what up, Most? What up, Most? Haven't seen you in a dumb long time. That's the issue. He doesn't have these promoters and all these other people behind him. And he's still doing either complimentary or better than a lot of artists. And that's the point he's trying to make. The Dean says, for one, 6ix9ine has to rebrand himself due to the toxic dealings and him turning state. His image and brand is taking a major hit. Organizations stay away from this type of drama always. I could see that. 6ix9ine can always do a reality TV route. I think he kind of already does that. It doesn't make sense for him to get signed up with anyone else. Elevated Music says facts. That's why I subbed. Dude is legit, and I know a lot of other people subbed. It's how YouTube works. Marlon McBean says Sarah body shamed Jade and then went and got her body done. Could we just be clear on something? I want to address this real quick, right? And this is not a knock on Sarah. What up, Kelly? How you doing this morning? This is not a knock on Sarah, but Sarah was disrespecting all of them chicks that get their bodies done for years. Why y'all acting like she was doing that for years? What are y'all talking about? For years she was talking about women that got their bodies done. For years. Right? At least 2 years? She been body shaming people for about 2 years and then she went and got her body done? P.S. says, yo, Frost, I don't know what they talking about. You definitely hot. Before 6ix9ine, and I think it's the level of professionalism and unbiased approach you took with the 6ix9ine situation that showed your validity. I'm going to explain something to y'all. When I meet people in real life that I don't know, and that's in the music industry, even the ones that don't like 6ix9ine at all, they commend me for being unbiased. I don't know what to tell you. Even the ones who do not like, when I keep telling y'all, there's people that have bad mouthed me, that have shut doors on themselves. There's people that have bad mouthed me that believe me. There's doors that are shut. There's people that really fuck with me. I don't think he left her for Jade. I think he left her for himself. He needed to leave her if what happened really happened. I don't know about Britney Spears being locked up yet. Let's not talk about that. I might make a video on it. Why not? What up, Smashville TV? Salute. Yeah, so there's a lot of, like, I meet people, like, for real, that I don't know. I'm not talking about the people that I meet that I know. I meet people that I don't know, and whenever, like, because that comes up. The Tekashi coverage comes up. Niggas know who I am, for real. The Tekashi coverage comes up. So I'll meet people, and whether they like Tekashi or not, whether they think he a rat, snitch, hate the nigga, whatever they think about him, the one thing they always say is that it was an unbiased coverage. That's the one thing they all say. Unbiased coverage. You'd be surprised at how many people was like, "Yo, we appreciate you for that." We don't have a lot of have a lot of people with integrity out here. It got so crazy the other day, somebody literally hit me up and asked me, and this is not me, I'm not talking shit and I'm not going in on nobody, but I just want to explain something to y'all. Literally, somebody called me up the other day and asked me what's up with my mods. Because they saw the video that we had where it was the misunderstanding, or there was the thing that went back and forth between me and a couple of my mods or whatever. And I literally had people call me up and was like, yo, what's up with your mods? Like, is everything okay? Like, you didn't do anything wrong. They don't know about a different thing also, though. But with the thing that they got upset with me about is the thing that they said. That everybody does that. Everybody talks about a situation and leaves names out. Everybody does that. Everybody does that. Prince to me says, either I'm just a lustful old dude or Sarah's body was official before enhancements. No, Sarah always been attractive. Don't get that confused. I don't think the enhancements made her more attractive, to be honest with you. Nah, I don't care what chat anybody goes to. What the fuck do I care? Go do whatever you want to do. I don't own nobody. What the hell? Elevator Mods vlog says, two men can look at one painting and see two different things. It's all about perspective. Baby, it's all about perspective, baby. And we are all not the same. Frost unbiased journalism was legit and has been since. Appreciate you. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, celebrities don't like the media. Why do y'all keep seeing celebrities fucking with me? Could somebody explain that to me? Celebrities do not like the media. Right? Celebrities don't like the media. But they fuck with me. Why? Rich says a few different content creators is having problems. A few different content creators is having problem with mods in their community lately. I don't know what the heck is going on. It's just really hard to not have problems with your mods. It's really difficult and it's really hard. I'm gonna explain something real quick and then we're gonna move on. First of all, I love all mods that I've ever had, even the ones that we don't get along no more, we might never speak no more. That time that we spent together was precious to me, and I love that time. Do not get this confused. But what happens is that depending on how much you interact with your mods, how does that saying go? Familiarity breeds contempt. So what starts happening is that, at least in my perspective, and I can't talk about everybody's perspective. What starts happening is most is they want to control the narrative when you just report and they okay. What happens is that, and this doesn't happen all the time, I'm just talking about my personal experiences. There's a couple of things that can happen. One of the things that might happen is maybe you're reporting on a story that one of the mods, or maybe 2 or 3 of the mods, feel very strongly about, and they want you to say certain things, and because you don't say certain things, now they salty. And you gotta just let them be angry. But what happens is that one moment of anger, now they store that up. So now 2-3 months down the line, once you have anything going on with another mod, they bring that old shit up. And then now they have another. So this is what happens. Your mods turn on you way before you know it. Like way before anything actually happens, your mods already done turned on you. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that's my case in this particular situation. I'm saying that that's just generally what happened. Your mods start talking to each other more than they talk to you. And all you need is one mod. One. That's all you need. Is one to be unhappy. One to be upset that you didn't do a thing that they wanted you to do. Just one. And they're going to start whispering in everybody else's ears. Anybody in here has ever been a mod? Tell me where I'm wrong. No, James S. didn't fly me anyway. I flew my own self places. And what are you talking about? Nobody's talking negative about James S. Shout out to James S. I know he's still going to think that I'm subbing him. Like, people always think I'm not subbing them. It don't matter what I say. People just decide what I mean. Anyway, Charlie Santana says, I get females have all the rights to their own bodies, but damn it, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. I guess. Well, if she wants to do anything to her body, go do it. I'm not even gonna be mad at you. Elevator Music Vlog says Kwame Brown knows. Kwame Brown knows what? Hector Cruz says facts. That's why this network will never die, because you are blunt and straight out with your shit. You don't speak on what you don't know about, and you actually do your homework. Appreciate you. But that happens. All you need is one mod. That's it. All you need is one. That's it. That's coincidentally, that's why we never have 15, 20 mods on this channel. That's why. The best way to put it, if I could have it the way that I want it, I wouldn't have more than 6 mods. Ever. I would never have more than 6 mods. I have one mod that I talk to all the time, that I convey the information to, and they can talk to the other mods. And then once or twice a week, we have a meeting where we all talk together. But for future reference, anybody that's doing a YouTube channel, I know you love your mods, and you need your mods to work with you, and your mods want to work with you, and your mods love the channel. But if you don't minimize your time with them, it's just you just speeding up the inevitable. I don't know what to say. Black Power Cross says Sarah just needed to exercise and leave the soda alone. Double chins ain't cute. People that don't exercise just don't decide to exercise for the most part. So I'm gonna say that. But yeah, definitely leave the soda alone. The soda, and okay, so if you just don't want to have bad body fat in general, eat better and do at least moderate exercise. Is that fair? Rich said, because I'm not gonna stand up here and body shame nobody. Rich says, I'm a mod on a few different channels. I don't understand that mentality. Emotions and egos are useless. My job is to have a good time, keep the chat clean, and snipe disrespectful people. That's it. I don't know what to say. Because I'm not going at anybody, but I do understand that, like, when people fixate on you, no matter what you do or say, when they decide they want to be mad at you, no matter what you do or say, they're going to take it the negative way. If somebody decides that they love you, no matter what you do or say, they're going to take it the positive way. That's just life. Start paying attention to that. That's right there. I just dropped the biggest jewel, extremely big jewel, the biggest jewel we probably dropped this morning. The biggest jewel we probably dropped in the last 3 months. If somebody don't like you, it don't matter what you do. They're going to figure out a way from what you said to switch your words around and make it sound like you're saying something that you didn't intend, that you're not saying. If somebody loves you, no matter what you say, they're going to figure out a way to make that thing that you said sound like it was something that they wanted to hear. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the... We ain't getting out. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the cash. Let's start with 1 drop to the Cash App. How about that? Let's start with 1 $10 drop to the Cash App. Who's gonna do it? You retracted what? I didn't see what you retracted. I didn't see the message that you retracted, just so we could be clear. Let's take baby steps. How about that? Let's start with 1 $10 drop to the Cash App. Let's take baby steps. Yeah, so that's basically, like, you know, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Familiarity breeds contempt. Sometimes people just, no matter what you say, they're going to take it the most negative way possible. No matter what you say, they always going to think you subbing them. No matter what you say, they always going to think anything negative you say is aimed at them. That's just the way it is. Just the way it is. And if you're not at the right amount of upset, then they're gonna be even madder at you. So I don't know what to tell you. Alright, so hold on. I'm gonna play this next part because I think that this is something. This hits home for me personally, but this is something. I wanna play this next part.
Like 10,000, some shit like that, or 5,000.
Okay, it says it's a 7,500 seat multi-purpose arena.
Yeah, so it was 7,500 people.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what Humble Civic Center hold. I think, did you come to Triller Fest?
Nah, I didn't come to Triller Fest.
Alright, I know you heard about that. You came to a doggo. My job is not, I'm not a promoter. I'm not Live Nation. I'm not WME. I'm not Carol Lewis. I'm not.
Okay, so the point, I'm going to stop this right here. What he's basically saying is this. This is what I was trying to explain earlier when I was talking about the promoters. Basically what he's saying is that he doesn't have these big organizations behind him. He don't got these people behind him. You see, when those people do shows, they make sure that those shows sell out. So he don't got those people behind him. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what he's saying. He's saying he don't got these big, huge promoters.
The booking agency, I'm not that. My job is not to go on my Instagram and say, hey guys, come do here, da-da-da. I don't do that. As a promoter, and we had this conversation earlier, your job is to go out there and sell the show. My back end, my front end doesn't go into radio promotion. It doesn't go into anything. That's completely my money.
That's true. Yeah, they shouldn't be using expenses off him. Let me ask you Let me ask you a question and be.
Just so we could be clear on what he just said, they took the money that they were supposed to pay him, and they start paying other people to do their job. Charlie Santana said, when being self-centered but insecure at the same time, that's the result. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Like, literally. I'm going to explain something. I'm not up here watching the words that I say because of the people who hate me. Y'all going to take anything, period, and make it sound like something that I'm not saying. So that's not it. I'm up here and I got to be protective of the things that I say because of the people that support me, and I know that if I say the slightest little tiniest thing, they'll just stop supporting me. So I gotta be very mindful about when I say certain things, is what I'm saying. So I gotta be very mindful. I gotta think about shit 3-4 times before I actually speak it. So that's why sometimes the show slows down, because I know we're talking about a topic that there's somebody who's probably in our community that I'm not even talking about, but if I say a certain thing a certain way, they're gonna swear I'm talking about them, and now I got my fucking, I'm gonna have 3-4 days of bullshit and probably 6-7 months of people talking crazy about me because I said something that somebody took the wrong way and I wasn't even talking about them in the first place, or I didn't say no names, or whatever the case is. So I got stupid problems. Prince to Amiss, Rich says how it supposedly should be, but a lot of grown men ask men to react to shit purely off emotion and use logic after the fact. That's a fact. I think people just in general just enjoy having somebody to hate. I think that people just enjoy having somebody to hate. And I think the more good a person is, the more enjoyment individuals get out of hating them. So people don't want to hate somebody that everybody hates. Oh, pardon me. People don't want to hate somebody people don't care about hating somebody that's doing shit worth them hating. People want to find somebody that is perceivably a good person, find a little tiny thing that they could complain about, blow that little tiny thing up, and now try to get as many people to hate them as possible because of whatever that little tiny thing is. So that's just the way that the world is. Well, I have to be emotionless because anytime I show any type of emotion, people who support me start hating me. So I kind of have to be emotionless. I don't have much of a choice. What up, High Noon? Just pay attention to the reasons why people don't like me. They're always stupid.
100% Azumi. If they came with your $250,000 and say there was 2,000 people out there, would you perform?
That's what I'm saying. And me and Rachel was talking about it today. I said I had no excuse to leave. That's a lawsuit. I'm not going to go. Like, the reason that I even felt comfortable to get on the jet and leave, I knew there was no penalty on it. You can't sue me, right? You can't sue me for leaving. You don't have this efficient funds to pay the artist. You don't. Now, I told Rachel, I said, if they would have gave me the full $250,000 and there was one person there, I guess we going money bag yo viral. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like
so you'd have performed it?
Yeah, I would have had to. I would have been looking like Quando Rondo, Moneybag Yo, all these Coily Ray, all these niggas.
Yo, at that point, just bring them on stage and just rock out.
Well, we talking about 6ix9ine, but then a conversation came up about a thing. And so the conversation came up about a thing, and as usual, I used the personal experience that I'm going through or that I went through so I could better describe what I was visualizing or what I was seeing. So that's what happened.
Crazy. And I feel like the reason that people are pushing this narrative is that they didn't get their chance to see that.
What you saw was people in the chat that wanted to talk about the situation with the mods more than I wanted to talk about it. I don't know who's kicking you for whatever you're talking about, elevated music vlogs. At this point, whenever people start coming in talking about they're going to get kicked, I just assume that they are a troll. So I'm looking at you like you're a troll now, because I don't understand why you would be getting kicked. Anyway.
And that's why everybody is so mad. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is so mad because they want, like, yo, listen, everybody knows I was abandoned at birth, right, academics? Everybody knows.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop everything here. I want to explain something real quick before we go any further. If you have never been abandoned, then you don't know how that anxiety feels. All right? If you've never been abandoned, I can't explain that anxiety. I can't explain the loneliness. I can't explain how it feels. Like, that's one of the worst. Imagine you loving a woman or a man, I don't know what you are, but imagine, or what your preference is. Imagine you being madly in love with somebody, can't live without them, and then they just tell you that they don't never want to see you again and bounce on you. Now imagine somebody doing that to you and you having to relive those emotions every single day. That's what abandonment feels like. I'm going to say that again. Imagine you got somebody that you love more than anything else in the whole world. You don't love anything else other than that person. That's the only thing that you love. And then one day they just say, I don't never want to see you again. I hate you. Get away from me. And they leave. Being abandoned is like reliving that every single fucking day. So for people that's never been abandoned before, that's the best way I could explain it. It's like somebody every single day just breaking your heart in the worst possible way. That's how abandonment feels. So imagine that happening to a child who can't even understand emotion, who hasn't even been taught how to feel emotion yet, because we have to teach our children how to feel emotion, who hasn't even been taught how to feel emotion yet, who hasn't even been taught. So if you've never been abandoned, I get it that you can't understand how emotionally triggering that could be. And a lot of people who have been abandoned, they have so many other fears in life. A lot of people that have been abandoned have so many other fears in life. And they're usually, it's hard for me to extreme, at least from my experiences. Even they, like, that's part of the reason why I'm kind of, like, if you get to know me, I'm fun as shit. But that's part of the reason why I'm really standoffish. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know no other way to say it, but if you've never been abandoned, then you don't know. And I've been abandoned about 3 or 4 times in my life as a child. So I just don't think that some people could get where he's about to go with this. But I'm about to let this play out. As a child, I was abandoned about 3 or 4 times. But I'm going to let this play out. Listen to him.
My dad, my biological father, abandoned me at birth. Right now, he's in a shelter smoking crack. The story of me not giving money to a crackhead who abandoned me at birth is getting more publicity than positive things. Why? Because it's like a trend to hate me. So like,
I think then he showed up to your trial and he spoke. That's why I think people kind of feel bad for him. You know, like he was trying to help you get off. You know what I mean? Like get out of jail. Even if he wasn't there.
But help me to get off for what? So I could be free and give him money?
Yeah. That's
so like, but like that's what I said. The narrative will always be like, let's make Tekashi 6ix9ine look like the worst person, the worst human being in the world. But the facts, let's ignore it. Let's just look at it the way we wanted to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, his father is in a shelter. And Tekashi doesn't give a fuck about him. He just gives money to everybody else but his dad.
Yeah. I honestly don't care about that angle. Listen, Yeah, I know what it's like to have a father either in your life or missing. And if you don't have a father who was active in your life, you don't owe that nigga shit.
Rich says, been there. The hard part is not carrying the chip on your shoulder because of it. Rich goes on to say, trying to be the bigger man is harder than said. I try to forgive those who misunderstood, for they know not what they do. Shout out to the fathers that never abandoned their kids no matter what they was going through. I can't explain the anxiety that a person goes through after being abandoned. And I can't explain the love that a person has. Like when you've been abandoned and somebody shows you love, like that shit, like I can't explain to you how it feels to be loved and to be an individual that was abandoned. I can't explain. A lot of us that were abandoned, we don't know how to feel love. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. And that's probably why Tekashi does what he does, and why I'm telling you, I believe he would have went and did that show if they would have paid him. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But he needs that crowd. He needs that crowd. He needs those people cheering him on. And I'm not mad at him for this. A lot of people do. A lot of people need people to cheer them on. Because the loudest thing in the room to some of us is the negativity. The loudest thing in the room to some of us is the hate. You have to teach your child how to love themselves. Some of us was never taught how to love ourselves. Some of us have to just figure it out on the fly. You got to teach children how to love themselves. That's why I hate the fact that I grew up in a time where parents thought all they had to do was get their kids to 18. It don't matter if what happened to their kid. It don't matter if their kid lose an arm. It don't matter if their kid was raped, molested. As long as their kid's alive by the time their kid is 18 so they could kick them out the house, they did a good job. And that's the type of time some people are on. Factual statement. This shit ain't easy, man. Charlie Santana said, I brought my children into this world with zero expectations from them for me. That concept doesn't resonate with me. Then salute to you. But there are a lot of people who just have kids so they don't have to grow old alone. Yeah, but y'all complaining about y'all fathers abandoning you. I lived alone between the ages of 8 and 12. Some people have kids so they can work for them. This is a fact. I don't want to go into it, but I personally had my parent destroying job opportunities for me when I was a child, when I was a teenager, when I was young, like 17, 18 years old, you know, when he was back in my life. 17, 18 years old, purposely stopping job opportunities for me, purposely killing careers for me, just to make it so I have to work for him. So that happens. And I'm not trying to talk shit, and I'm not trying to go there, but I was having people. This is the best way I could. I'm gonna explain one particular situation. This happened more than once. So I'm walking on the concourse in New York City around the 161st Street. I forgot the name of that park over there. The Joyce something park. I forgot the name of the park. It's on the concourse 161st Street. So I'm walking over there, and I happen to see somebody that I had not seen like in 4 or 5 months. They own a fucking company. I had not seen them in like 4 or 5 months because they had been out of town or wherever the fuck they was. I don't know. Right? They was somewhere. I don't know where they were. They was just minding their business. So I happened to see them. And so I was like, yo, what's up? I thought, like, you know, there was that job opportunity that you was offering me. And so I'm talking to them about it. And the individual basically told me that they were going to get me the job. The job started off, I mean, I'm like 18, 19 years old. The job started off with like 30, 40,000 a year, something like that. They were going to actually put me in the training thing to get me the job. I had the job. They loved me. They loved my personality, everything. The only reason why they didn't do it was because they were telling my father about the thing, because they know my father. So they was telling my father about the situation, and my father told that person not to give me the job because I don't know how to do the thing that he was trying to tell me to do. The dude was busy trying to explain to me that even if I didn't know how to do it, they was going to send me through training, but they already knew that they had faith that I knew how to do it. You understand what I'm saying? But they was going to put me through training, so it's not a big deal. He said that my father stood there and basically told him, don't give me the job because I don't know how to do the job. I'm a this, I'm a that, just talking shit about me. So he just went and gave the job to somebody else. He employed somebody else. Now, my father did that to me about 3 or 4 times that I know of. So yeah, we are not in complete control over our destiny because there's people behind our backs right now either working in our favor or working against us. So it is what it is. Shout out to him though. I'm not even hating. Shout out to him. He got a right to do whatever he want to do. If he didn't think that, if he wanted to force me to have to work for him his whole life, I don't know. He didn't. 4 people told me the same thing. I don't care if he did not. 4 people that don't know each other, at least as far as I know, they don't know each other, told me the same thing. The same thing. Rich says, man, this is a much needed combo. They should have been constantly brought to the forefront. Many of us put up a rough, rugged exterior because of the love was messed up or non-existent. I try my hardest now to not be so standoffish because I know that I'm standoffish, and I know as soon as I see something that I don't understand, I used to previously in my life resort to violence immediately. So I try to do the opposite of that now. I think I'd be putting myself in compromising situations that I might end up getting hurt or injured. I might end up getting killed, which I'm fine with. But I try my hardest now not to meet all situations that seem a little bit off with violence, because that's basically what I used to do previously in my life. Anytime anything happened that I didn't understand, I met it with violence, which I am pretty good at, apparently. But I try actively to not go that route now. So I'm pretty sure there's a ton of people that's like, yo, that nigga mad pussy. And in reality, I'm just trying not to fall into my old ways because until I can figure out how to do it responsibly. They didn't ignore my father because Supreme Dream says, why didn't that dude just ignore your father and talk to you about it? My father comes off as a church man who's extremely respectful, and he's liked by a lot of people. So the dude had no reason to believe that he wasn't being upfront and honest. Nobody didn't have any reason to believe that he wasn't being upfront and honest. And then also, once you don't do the thing my father wants you to do, he start lying. So there's no telling what other things that will happen. So shout out to him. I'm not even here to drag him or talk no shit. It's just that we need to understand that there are a lot of people out here that's been abandoned, and we're coming across these individuals. Y'all coming because I'm one of them. Y'all coming across these individuals not understanding that their socialization skills is different than yours, and you're being upset and you're being angry at the way that you're socializing with these individuals, when in reality y'all just was brought up in 2 different social environments. So you're getting upset and you're being angry and you're now wanting revenge on a person for doing nothing other than what he knows or she knows. Dude, you want to know what's terrible? When your life is really, really fucked up, but people can't tell. So people don't never know why you going through shit. They think you being a drama queen. But your life is really just fucked up. And you really just got all type of different shit coming at you from so many different angles that there's no way for you to be able to do anything. But people think you're doing good. But your life is just fucked up. That's fucked up. You can't get no help. You can't get no assistance. There's nothing that you could do, and you can't get yourself out of your situation. You got two choices: suffer or die. Depending on which one you choose is depending on who you are. Some people is fine with just suffering. Some people just prefer for it to be over. That's all I'm going to say on that. Rich says, that's wisdom. It is wise to allow zombies to drag you back down to the abyss. Low vibe 09. If I smack a fool, they probably deserve it though. I need $10 drops to the Cash App right now. We got 0. I have nothing to look forward to in life right now. I'm laughing at shit. I'm laughing at shit, but this shit is not funny. I'm about to spend almost my whole entire day. I'm not gonna be able to do no work today. So there is no work that's gonna be done today. I'm gonna be spending my whole entire day trying to do a thing. I don't know what to tell you. There is no work that I'm not gonna be able to put out no content today. I'm gonna be 0 content. So here goes another day that I'm going to be putting out 0 content while I'm trying to figure out how to make a thing happen. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. Oh, shit. Shout out to Brooklyn Born with the $10 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to Brooklyn Born with the $10 drop. We need like 9 more of those. I'm laughing. I gotta stop. Yo, I'm gonna tell you something. Like, shit be so fucked up. I'm gonna say some funny shit. Hold on. I'm trying to get this shit to fix. Yo, shit be so fucked up. And I be laughing. And I'm letting you know right now. This is not funny. This is 0 funny. There's nothing funny about this. This is bad for me. But what you gonna do? And so I just be sitting back sometimes, and I ain't gonna lie to you. I just be like, I just be sitting back like this shit is really fucked up. and people really think that my life ain't bad enough. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, so let's try to get 9 more. We about to get off of the air anyway, so it don't matter. We ain't gonna get to 9 more. I told you I needed like 50. I needed like 50 $10 drops and shit. Thank you to Brooklyn Born. Appreciate you, Brooklyn Born. Definitely appreciate you. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna get up out of here. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any content today. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do content today. I'm probably gonna be up into, I don't know. There's either gonna be no content. There's 2 reasons why there's gonna be no content. I don't want to share, but there's a good chance there's gonna be no content. Boom. There you go, TG. I've been waiting to kick you. There's a good chance there's gonna be no content. That's all I gotta say. There might be no content for a drastic reason, or there might be no content because the problem got solved. I don't really care why, to be honest with you. That was an accident. I mean, I laugh all the time. I wish I could laugh at stuff that's funny instead of bad news, though. All I do is laugh at bad news. I laugh at it. All I get is bad news, so I laugh at a lot of bad news. I wish I could laugh at something else, though. I don't think it's gonna happen, though. I'm usually just laughing because the news be so bad. I just be like, I'm gonna explain real quick. Shout out to Hassan with the $10 drop. I'm gonna explain real quick. Sometimes I'm just laughing because I be sitting here thinking to myself, all of these things can't all go wrong at the same time. I'm like, no lie. I be sitting here like some shit will just happen, and I be like, oh, god damn it, all of these things just cannot go wrong all at the same time. And it be shit I don't have no effect over. Like, it be shit that there's nothing, like, it just, I'm just okay, so this is the best way to describe me if we were going to use me as talk about a narrative structure that they use to tell movies and television. I'm the reluctant hero. I'm the dude that's usually just minding his business, right? I don't even have a dark sense of humor. That's the part. I'm usually the guy that's just minding his business, and there's just weirdo shit happening around me, forcing me to be involved in it. That's what I'm, the reluctant hero, or the reluctant villain. I don't know, which way you want to put it. Roger says the true fact: people who laugh because they are embarrassed or don't know what else to do. I'm not even laughing out of embarrassment. Oh man, I'm not laughing at Soleil. God must think I'm the strongest man on the planet. Then I don't know what to tell you. Frost, love you, homie. Always your second hand. Have a good day. You have a good day also. God must think I'm one of the strongest people on the planet. Then I don't know what to tell you, because this shit is crazy. No, I mean, I'm not embarrassed at all. What the fuck? I'm grateful to have a show that could even be dying. Why would I be embarrassed about that? Something had to have been alive to die. Also, you said slowly dying, but we got 76 people in here. We got over 100 people in here today. Yesterday we didn't. So I don't see that as slowly dying. I see that as revigorating itself. Just so we could be clear. People always leave when people always come back when admins leave, though, for some strange reason. Whenever admins leave, like any channel that gets rid of admins, you almost always have a bump in viewership. This is a fact. I do not know why that is. No, that's not why I laugh. Thank you for trying to tell me why I laugh, though. Do you notice how everybody always knows everything about me, but I don't know nothing about me? I've lost my... I'm just going to let you go. Shout out to you. Go get another account. Go get another account. Shout out to you. There ain't nothing I can do about that. There you go. No, I didn't clickbait. We actually... You just came into the show almost 2 hours into the show. What are you talking about? We talked about 6ix9ine almost the whole show. So that means that if I name a show a thing, if I don't talk about that thing for 100% of the time of the show, it's clickbait? What the fuck? Do y'all understand that people come here and say shit that don't make no sense? I understand, and just so we can be clear, there's quite a few of you that are always saying, why don't I get new admins? And the reason why y'all always say that is because people come in here and troll me and my admins don't never say nothing. Well, Liberty Hazelton, shout out to Liberty Hazelton. Liberty Hazelton used to go at them niggas. Shout out to Liberty Hazelton. James S. used to go at them niggas also to a degree. A couple of other people used to go at, every once in a while they go at them. But there be people that be like, yo, how do you got problems with trolls and your admins don't speak up for you when the trolls come in and start talking crazy? You'd be surprised. A lot of just regular people told me that, but there's also other people that told me that. There's other people that have told me that. I'm just going to say other people. They'd be like, yo, what's up with your admins? Why do people come into your chat and they be disrespecting you and your admins don't say nothing? And I just be like, eh. Everybody changes topic. All right, everybody changes topic. People are, this is the easiest way to recognize a troll, basically on anybody's channel, but on this channel specifically, the easiest way to recognize a troll is when they criticize me for something that everyone is doing, and then they're gonna say I can't accept criticism. What up, BMF? They're going to come in. They're going to criticize me for doing something that every single person is doing. And then you're going to have people in the chat that don't know no better, and they're going to start following behind the shit. And then none of my admins or no one is going to speak up, and then I'm going to have to address it. And then once I address it, my admins is going to tell me stop talking to the trolls. Not all admins. I'm not saying everyone, obviously. It's a shame that I have to literally say I'm not saying everyone honestly. Obviously. But yeah. Dude, I've had trolls call people up and tell people that they was in relationships. I've had trolls try to go troll and date my daughter, then get mad that my daughter don't want to date them. And then make videos about my daughter. I think trolling should be considered a mental illness also. I think it should also, some of the stuff that they're doing is just crimes. And I'm not talking about me specifically. I'm just saying in general, some of the things that people are doing to control is just crimes. It's just crimes. They're just literally just committing crimes. Whenever you hear anybody come in here and say, go get a job, those are the people that's trying to negatively affect my income to run me off of the internet. So whenever you hear anyone say that, they are the ops. 100%. Rich said, if I build a channel, I'll probably ignore the trolls. Hopefully your community will roast them back. My community don't do nothing but let the trolls talk. And if the trolls come in here and start talking, the majority of the people in this community is going to be quiet. I'm not mad at y'all. Do what y'all do. I'm just saying what it is. One of the people who was trolling me used to work for my father. That person went and told people shit that ain't even true. So there's a ton of shit on the internet about me that ain't even true. I don't even know what to tell you. But shout out to that shit. Well, right now, Raymond E., you seem to be the main person that want me to think about killing myself. Raymond E., why do you want me to think about killing myself so badly that you keep bringing it up? I'm just asking. Also, I don't think dying is a bad thing, just so we can be clear. So if ever anyone died and I didn't address it in the appropriate way, I don't think dying is bad. I think being killed is bad, but I don't think dying is bad. I don't think dying is bad. Some of us, I know pain more than anything else. I know struggle more than anything else. I don't, like, that's all I know. I don't really know nothing else except for struggling and pain. So what the fuck? I know God don't respect suicide. And if I do kill myself, I know I'm going to live the rest of my life, the rest of my eternity in hell. But then I think, you know, there's a good chance I'm going to hell anyway, right? Is it the majority of us is not going to heaven? You do know this, right? Are y'all crazy? I'm not doing nothing over YouTube. There you go, Dan. Now I'm kicking you. What the fuck? So I don't think dying is bad. Most of us is not going to heaven. You do know this, right? Most of us is not going to heaven. Just sit for a moment. Heaven and hell exists. Most of us is not going to heaven. Y'all do know this, right? You do know this? If you've ever trolled somebody, you're not going to heaven. I just want this to be clear. If you've ever trolled someone, you're not going. I'm kicking Raymond E because I don't want to have this conversation. So you just want to have you just want to keep talking about that. So I'm gonna kick you. If you have ever trolled somebody, you're not going to heaven. If you have ever psychologically attacked somebody, you're not going to heaven. And it's not about being a Christian either, Prince Tuamir, just so we can be clear. But the majority of people are not going to heaven. The majority of people don't got a chance in fucking snowball's chance in hell. A snowball's chance in a pizza oven to go to heaven. So not committing suicide in order to make sure that you can go to heaven don't even make sense. Majority of us ain't going to heaven. I don't hate gay people. The Bible says that we have to dislike gay people in order to go to heaven. I don't hate gay people. So if it's anybody in here that do not hate gay people, the Bible said that you can't go to heaven. I just want people to keep this in mind. The majority of us is not going to heaven. To not kill yourself so you can not go to hell, you're probably going there anyway. Yeah, this is definitely a different topic for a different day. That's a fact. But I just wanted that to be known. Like, no, I don't think it's what you believe. I think it's a real thing out there. But I think our actions are predicated by what we believe, right? I don't know what the true real thing is. I know what I do believe, though. And my actions is predicated on what I believe. And the majority of people on this planet cannot go to heaven. You do know this, right? You know all of those little white lies people do and all of that little shit that people do that you don't think it's not that big of a deal because it's not that's minor. A lot of that minor shit is not minor. Just think about the butterfly effect. A lot of that minor shit is not minor. I'm not saying this to get nobody in the uproar or anything like that. No, I haven't heard of that. I don't know what that is. Yeah, a lot of people are not going to heaven. What the fuck? That shit killed me. gotta ungig. Rich says, "Ah, shit, I'm not religious. I don't subscribe to Christianity or Islam. I'm more spiritual, metaphysical, neta type." I don't know what that means. I think I know what that means. The Bible was reascribed by Europeans and stolen stories from Kismet. 100%, I think that, okay, we'll have a biblical discussion. We'll have this discussion. Shout out to Tada Men's. I don't know what this Mills in the chat. You already know. Salute to the $5 drop. Definitely appreciate you. First of all, I want to be clear on something real quick. The letter J didn't even exist until about 1,000 years after the man that we know as Jesus Christ passed away. So his name could not have been Jesus Christ, nor could the names in the Bibles be the names in the Bibles, basically, because it was a whole different language that I don't even believe exists anymore. The original Bible was like written in like I think it's like a dead language or some shit. So just so we could be clear on this, I don't believe that the Bible is anything else other than a reference. I believe everybody isn't supposed to get it. I don't believe everybody is supposed to get the Bible. I believe only a few people are supposed to get the Bible. I don't believe everybody is supposed to get it. I believe the reason why everybody isn't supposed to get it because some people will use that information for disastrous purposes. So I don't think everybody is supposed to get it. But we're not all going to heaven. I think that that's a stupid reason. I'm not promoting anybody doing anything to harm themselves. Let's just be clear. But I think it's a stupid reason to say that if you kill yourself, you're going to go to hell. You probably going to hell anyway. What do you do? What do you do? How do you make the world around you a better place? Oh, you just spend all day getting even with niggas. You spend all day talking about how much you don't like niggas. You spend all day promoting negative energy. So you think you're going to heaven. You spend all day arguing with niggas on YouTube. You spend all day making videos disrespecting another dude. Think about that. You spend all day making videos about some nigga daughter. You think you going to heaven. You think you going to heaven. You spending all day telling a guy that he tried to kill his own daughter. Lying. You think you going to heaven? You think those is jokes also. No, nigga. That is not the way that God is going to handle that shit. The Straight G Toro said they created the first human allegedly and called him Adumu. I think it's Adam from Adam and Eve. And Anako also described the Great Flood, low key. That's that Noah's Ark. I don't know. Maybe I look into it. Maybe I don't. I don't know. The Bible is a plagiarized allegory of astrology made facts. Might be. I'm not arguing any of this shit that y'all saying, just so we can be clear. Am I speaking to a specific group? No, I'm not speaking to a specific group. I'm just speaking in generalities and using examples. I'm not speaking to nobody specifically at all. Thank you for asking that, because I'm pretty sure that there's somebody that think I was talking about them and I wasn't. And they probably right now planning ways to make my life hell. People think everything is a joke. No, that's a fact. A lot of this shit that y'all be saying that y'all trying to like laugh off like they a joke, God is not going to take it that way. He is not going to take it that way. There's going to be no explanations. You do understand that if you say something, even if it's said comically, and you are hurting another person's feelings or making another person feel bad, that's wrong. In God's eyes, just so we can be clear, I'm not talking about my eyes. In God's eyes, that's wrong. Just so you know, there's a ton of people who have stamped their seal on going to hell with the way that they've treated me. A ton of them. And that is something that weighs heavy on my conscience. Rich said the fact that the Europeans shoved the Bible down the entire world's throat during the Crusades through bloodshed and torture just rubs me the wrong way. That's usually how most theologies are spread. So I'm not going to just talk about Christianity. That's how most theologies are spread. They go and make you worship their God. That's how most theologies are spread. Period. Just look through history, not just Christianity. So if you're going to be mad at Christianity, I don't know what to tell you. Most theologies are spread that way. Rich says, the spirit knows the real for sure. God is great and God is all with us, but the concept of God might be a little off. I don't know. I don't have the slightest idea. I don't have the slightest idea. I don't know how we're gonna accept or perceive that concept. I don't know. But yeah, most people will probably damn, did I spell it wrong 3 times? No, I spelled it right. I don't like getting into theological arguments with people. I'm gonna explain why. The Bible is not meant to be interpreted by everyone. So I don't really want to have an argument with you about what the interpretation of the Bible is said to a degree. What we can talk about is what it says factually. You know, in different Bibles, it varies. But to talk about somebody's interpretation, then we're talking about how an individual's mind works. Because the way in which you're going to interpret anything or comprehend anything has to do with the way that your mind works. My mom was watching a Spanish show where they recovered files from the Vatican and said gods instead of God and named several Anunnaki names. I'm not putting nothing past anybody, but also just so we could be 100% clear and fair, they believed that there was like 1 million gods just 1,000 years ago, right? Like 1,000 years ago, there was probably like 600 gods that ruled up. So I don't know. That's how you take it. That's how you take it and how you accept it. Period. I don't particularly know how I want to take that nor accept that, but it's how you take that, how you accept that. Period. Just in all fairness. International Peace says, granted, things in the Bible have already shown its ugly head, so I won't rule it out. I believe the divine power of the Most High. Well, one, I believe in the divine power of the Most High. That's not even a question. No, I don't think you're arguing, Rich. First of all, I don't perceive anybody bringing up a good position to be an argument. It's just y'all used to people coming in here and saying shit that don't make no sense and then me saying something back to them. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, and then it being pointed out how somebody said something that made no sense. But often, this whole entire show that we're having right now, people are making comments that made sense and I've been addressing them. So once again, it's not me not being able to accept criticism. It's other individuals being easily manipulated. That's what I think it is. No matter what we do in this life, we will answer for what when we pass. It's a fact. Okay, so I want to show you something. And this is the best example I could give right now that's just right dead in my face of people taking a small, tiny percentage of something and then thinking that because they have a small sample size of something that this is the way it is. So I just opened up Instagram. This is Scottie Pippen shooting threes, right? Hold on. The caption is D and 3, the steal and pull up 3, a signature Scottie Pippen play. I want to explain something to y'all real quick. And this is what I mean by people take a small sample size of something and then try to attribute that to the greater sense of it. Scottie Pippen was not one of the better three-point shooters. Scottie Pippen literally got sat on the bench or literally had to throw the ball in to Tony Kukoc because Tony Kukoc was a better three-point shooter than him. Literally, his own coach, Phil Jackson, said Scottie Pippen is not a three-point shooter. Stop letting people take small sample sizes of something and then convincing you of shit. When people can't manipulate the individual that they're trying to hurt, they're going to try to manipulate all the individuals around them. Scottie Pippen, own coach, said he was a bad three-point shooter. Remember the game that Scottie Pippen, what up, world famous Peter Memphis, salute. Remember the game that Scottie Pippen sat out because he didn't sit out the whole game. He sat out the last play of the game because they inbounded, they wanted Tony Kukoc to shoot the shot, and Tony Kukoc made the shot, by the way. Remember that? He said he got a headache. He can't go back in the game. People forget about that. So people will take a small, tiny sample size of something and then try to attribute that to the grander scheme. Stop letting people do that. And that's what people doing here. We just had a whole entire show. You didn't see me. Nobody said nothing that I didn't. I respect people's opinions. We just had a whole entire show where nobody came in and did that thing that they do, where they say something that's factually incorrect. Matter of fact, they did twice, I think. But the people in the chat checked them. Clap it up for the people in the chat today that checked all the rat bastards that came in here and was just saying shit that was factually incorrect. Now, let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Let's get that moving. I love me some Angela Simmons. I lie to you not. I just love some Angela Simmons. I mean, there's a ton of chicks on Instagram, obviously, that's fine, natural and not natural. Rich says, I'm like how Pippen ain't pick up no red flags from his wife all those years. Shaking my head, shout out to him. They were swingers, by the way. Pippen and his wife, they was busy boning everything. Stop that. They was, his wife was out there like that. He was out there like that. They was busy boning everything. Alright? They were swingers. Charlie Santana says, I've witnessed God in my life many times, many blessings, many miracles. If I'm destined for hell, I appreciate everything that's given me and all his mercy while I was alive. Rich said, Cash App this weekend after I pay rent. Appreciate that. I hope we still here this weekend. Shout out to Charlie Santana. That's 100. I've witnessed God in my life. One of the main reasons why I believe in God the way that I do is because I was abandoned and I lived alone. You waking up and you don't know if you're gonna eat. All you got is water, 2-3 slices of bread. So, quite honestly, that's why I believe in God. There's no way in the world I make it 4 years living by myself if he didn't exist. I don't make it. I don't make it. So yeah, I believe in God all the way. I don't make it. The fact that I'm here is a blessing that I can't even probably comprehend, and I probably will never be able to. I was 8 years old. I had to figure out how to eat. In this day and age that we're living in now, a lot of y'all kids a lot of y'all wouldn't understand that didn't grow up in the 80s. No, you don't have to donate to talk. What are you talking about? I didn't get paid. Like, if you didn't grow up in the 80s, then you probably wouldn't understand, or it was different. It was different. You understand what I'm saying? Like, now, if you hungry and you a child and you go in front of a store and you ask somebody for something to eat, somebody gonna get you something to fucking eat. You let an 8-year-old child go stand in front of a McDonald's or anywhere nowadays and tell somebody that they're hungry. Somebody gonna get them something to eat, get them something to drink, get them something to eat. They might be able to go get some clothes. They might be able to go get some sneakers. They might be able to go just get people to just help them. I didn't have that option. I didn't have that. That's because we lived in a different day and age. So I believe in God because I'm still here. I need to come up with, I believe in God because I'm still here. Just, I don't know no other way to put it. There's no way in the world I make it to I make it 4 years living by myself and being a child in the 80s. We're talking about the middle of the crack epidemic. There's no way I make it. Living on a dead-end block by myself. There's no way I make it. God exists. And I might be one of his favorites. But he definitely exists. That's not even up a question. Yeah, shout out to the ATL Waterboy. They need to thank Meek Mills. Charlie Santana said, in the middle of the 80s in the Bronx, it was nighttime during the day. They don't know. It was dangerous 24/7. They don't know. Shout out to Charlie Santana for that. We tried to give $4 to $5 $10 drops to the Cash App. Come on, y'all. I need y'all to pull up for real, for real. I need everybody to pull up right now. Let's get $10. Let's get $5 to $10 drops to the Cash App. I need everybody to pull up right now. We're almost there. Actually, we need 10. Actually, we need 100 $10 drops to the Cash App, to be honest with you. But shout out to BQ Mommy. Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. But we're almost there. We need let's get 6 to 7 drops to the Cash App. 6 to 7 $10 drops to the Cash App. We're almost there. Yeah. The minute, yo, Charlie Santana is not fronting. I have no idea how old Charlie Santana is, but in the 80s. Yeah, the Bronx, it was nighttime. In the middle of it was like night in the middle of the day. I don't know what to tell you. It was dangerous. That's why, not for nothing, That's why a lot of the OGs be respecting me when because they know how the 80s, especially if you know how the 80s was, and then you looking like this nigga lived alone. And he is 8, 9, 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old. He lived alone in the 80s. That nigga survived. High 30s. All right, I get it. Yeah, for real. Like in the Bronx in the 80s, this shit was dangerous. First of all, New York in the 80s was dangerous just in general. But the Bronx in the Bronx was the most dangerous borough. New York and the Bronx in Chicago inspired Gotham. Just so we could be clear. I'm about to put you on the game. Listen, I'm about to put you on the game. Y'all listening? Do you remember Batman versus Superman? Y'all remember Batman v Superman? Y'all remember Metropolis was across the water from Gotham? I'm going to say this again. Y'all remember Batman v Superman? Do you remember that Metropolis was across the river from Gotham? Metropolis, Manhattan, Gotham, the Bronx. Nobody got that? Nobody got that. Nobody got that? Metropolis, Manhattan, Gotham, the Bronx. Nobody got that? I can't be the only one that got that. The Bronx or Brooklyn. But I'm saying the Bronx because I'm from the Bronx. But nobody got that? Yeah, the Bronx look bad, man. Like, hold on, I'll show y'all a little bit of... I'm going to show y'all what the Bronx look like real quick. The Bronx look bad, man. The Bronx was bad, yo. Okay, yep, I'm not... Okay, hold on. Rebecca Stone. That's a fact. Everybody read Prince to me a comment. I'm about to read it in 2 seconds. You is not lying. Hold on. Let's put it up here on the screen. You is not lying. The Bronx Brooklyn at least had neighborhoods. You is not lying. Hold on. This is how the Bronx looked in the 80s, man. Hold on. We are not playing any music, especially that music. That music was terrible. But that's 80s music for you. That music was probably in all of the biggest hits, the hit movies. Check this out. So y'all can see how the Bronx looked, man. The Bronx looked terrible. This is the Bronx. Look at this shit. Hold on. This is the Bronx in the 80s. Do y'all see what you looking at? This is the Bronx. Look, the Bronx in the 80s. I know I just was typing dumb fast, so I just spelled everything any old way. But the Bronx in the 80s. Look at this fucking block. You see that block? That's a block. That's more than one block. You see that shit? Look at this shit. Look like a dystopia. Charlie said, wait, first. Prince to Amir says Bronx was the most dangerous. Wait, hold on. Could I, theater mode, right? Boom. Prince to Amir says Bronx was most dangerous because BK at least has a neighborhood. The Bronx was a pack of soldiers running together. That's a fact. The Bronx was like, this is the best way I could put it. The Bronx was the wild, wild fucking West, man. That's the Bronx in the 80s. That's what I grew up in. That's what I'm busy trying to tell you people. Rich says, never been to the Bronx, but reminds me of Baltimore. Baltimore's depressing. Lived there for a month or two. Shit look like a third world country. You need to feel the death on the streets. Now look at this shit. This is the Bronx. This is the actual place. Look at this shit. This is and I lived alone. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, they got a Merry Christmas thing going on over here. Look at this shit, man. Look at this. Look. Oh, let me show you something. You see this building right here? This is the buildings me and my friends used to play in. Those are abandoned buildings. I want you to understand this. All of those, could y'all see my cursor? I'm curious. Could y'all see my cursor? I don't know if y'all can see my cursor. But those are all abandoned buildings. These are abandoned buildings. Hold on. Look. Look. This is how some of the buildings was. Now, me and my friends used to play in buildings like this. You see how there's no inside? Some of them had the insides where you could go up the stairs, but it was like just destroyed on the inside. Me and my friends used to play in them shits. That dude think he's doing the moves. Look at all these abandoned buildings. Look at that shit. Hold on. What in the fuck? Look at this guy. You see it. Yes, we the burnt out Bronx. It's a fact. What up, Tiandre Willis Sr.? Look at this shit. This is why I think when I be telling people, yo, look, I grew up alone, and niggas abandoned me, this and this and that. I think what people really be thinking is, just so we can be clear, I think people be thinking it's like nowadays. Like, no, nigga. This is not like nowadays. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. They had walkers back then? They had walkers back then. Look at this shit. Look, all of those buildings are abandoned. Look. All of those buildings are, and they're walking on top of buildings that were destroyed. That's from a movie. They really put a light there so they could see the fucking graffiti on the side of the train. Look how dark it is. Look how fucking dark it is. Hold on. Look, this is New York City. Why in the fuck is it that dark? Why are there no lights? Why the fuck are there no lights? Hold on. There's no lights. And look, all those are abandoned buildings. Could somebody explain to me why there's no lights? There's no lights. You know, people are literally on the street right now. We just can't see them. That's a party. See the house party going on? The train yards, those trains is about to get hit. They about to get all the graffiti. This is the Bronx. Now this looks a little bit better. No, it was looking. Look at all those abandoned buildings. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, what the fuck, yo? Anyway, let's get off of this. But that shit is bananas. That shit is bananas. Look at this shit. Look at those are buildings that's destroyed. All of this rubble that used to be buildings. Rich says certain cities and towns you just feel generations of death walking the streets. As a kid in LA, I could feel the death, trauma, and destruction. It's sad. You know what growing up in this does to a person mentally? Look at it. That's a school, by the way, y'all. That shit's abandoned with the windows and everything knocked out also. That's a school right there. Look at all of these destroyed. All of these are buildings. You see all that rubble? Those used to be buildings. You see all that rubble? That used to be buildings. Those were buildings. I don't know if y'all can see my cursor. Yeah, y'all can see my cursor. Great. You see all of this rubble? That used to be buildings. Those were buildings. Look at that. That building right there is abandoned. That school is abandoned. People live here. People live there. You can tell by the way the windows look. This is abandoned. Those buildings are abandoned. You see that? That's when they cement the windows up so people can't get in the building. They put cinder blocks in the windows. They cement them in. Look at this shit. Now imagine being an 8-year-old. Where the fuck am I gonna go get anything from? I gotta hustle or something. I think that's from a movie. Get that out of here. But look at this shit. That's still the Bronx. Look at this shit. All of those are abandoned buildings. And yeah, the Bronx have bikers like crazy in it too. That's a fact. I got uncles that was a part of this biker gang. Yeah, squatters was heavy. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. I don't know if they pushing the car somewhere or if they trying to go somewhere. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. Look at all of these abandoned buildings. Real quick, I'm going to explain to you how I could tell the buildings are abandoned or not. You see this building right here with all of these? That's because there's no windows. What up, Bronx Bread? That's because this building has no windows. All the windows have been knocked out. You see that building right there? You see how you can see that there's stuff in the... That's because people live there. You see this building? People live in this building. You see this building right there? Nobody lives in that building. That building's abandoned. So y'all can understand how I know abandoned buildings. Look. Abandoned. Abandoned. I'm not sure about this one, but I wouldn't be surprised because this one looked like it's connected to that one. Abandoned. Garbage everywhere. Destroyed buildings everywhere. Abandoned buildings everywhere. Let me let this play so nobody don't think I'm trying to their respective owners. What the fuck? Why don't that shit get off the screen? Let me let that play again. All owns is to their respective owners. All clips. I don't own any of that. Yeah, no, alright, so I'm gonna put you on the game. The reason why there was so many abandoned, burned down buildings is because the landlords were basically burning their own buildings down so they could collect the insurance. It was insurance scams. So they was burning all the building downs in the Bronx so they could get the insurance money. You bet if I was in Brooklyn living, I wouldn't have survived. Thank you for wishing death on me. I'm gonna let you go now. Rich says New Orleans, Detroit, the Bronx, so many communities. There was no place worse than the Bronx in New York City. You're not from New York City or you're actively lying. In either regard, take those bags and come back with another account if you feel like it. There was no place worse than the Bronx. The Bronx, if you lived in New York City, you know this because every borough made fun of how dangerous and terrible the Bronx was. Let's get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. The Bronx was dangerous. I'm not trying to talk shit. Shout out to Prince to Amir with the $10 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. The Bronx was dangerous. I don't know how to explain it. It was just dangerous. Like, it was dangerous. Brooklyn ain't nothing to fuck with. So I'm in no way trying to speak bad about Brooklyn. Brooklyn was nothing to fuck with. Alright? Brooklyn was nothing to fuck with. You go to Brooklyn, you're gonna get robbed. Right? You already knew. Don't go out to Brooklyn with nothing nice on. Them niggas is gonna rob you. Niggas in the Bronx just fuck you up to just do it. They not even trying to rob you. The early 90s too, that's a fact. They not even trying to rob you. In Brooklyn, you go out to Brooklyn, if you got on whack clothes or you don't have nothing nobody want to steal, they probably just gonna leave you alone and they gonna go look for a mark because they trying to get somebody to rob. In the Bronx, niggas wasn't really caring about robbing niggas. Niggas was just trying to catch wreck. Tell me where I'm wrong. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's people that don't know no better that's going to come up with a million reasons why I'm wrong. Don't get this confused. But in New York City, you go to Brooklyn, you're going to probably get robbed. They're going to snatch your chain. They're going to take your money. They're going to steal your sneakers. This is a fact. You go to Brooklyn, you're going to get robbed. You come to the Bronx, it's just dangerous. You don't never know what the Bronx niggas is going to do. They might fuck you up. Take your super expensive sneakers and just throw them up on the line. Don't even nobody want them. Just chaos. Rich says, yeah, I'm from South Central Los Angeles, and I've always respected the boroughs of New York. The Bronx is notorious like Compton and Watts. Do y'all know? Hold on. Let me find I'm gonna see if I can find the thing real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show y'all an article. Real quick. There's a thing I want to show y'all real quick. In Russia, they used to train their soldiers by saying, like, they going through their training exercise and they're like, yo, you in the Bronx, they're gonna kill you. They want to murder this person. They want to murder that person. And the way that they trained them was by getting them in the mindset that they're in the Bronx. Russia. In Russia, they was using they have a whole burnt down area and they're screaming at their people. Them people from the Bronx is gonna come get you. Like, I'm dead serious, man. I'm not even joking, man. This was a real thing. I look for it on YouTube. I'm gonna see if there's just a regular article. Hold on. Why do I keep spelling Russians wrong? Can't find it. It's just a stupid old story. Russian military. Why don't I? I never wrote military. Russian military. Boom. Fuck, I don't know where it's at, but there is they was talking about it like a couple of years ago. There was like, you know, people was like Russia or something. They made a big thing about it a couple of years ago. Yeah, there's Russians here. Yes, they was training them like the Bronx is the most dangerous place on the planet. I'm telling you. Yeah, people disappeared in the Bronx and in Harlem. People disappeared in the Bronx and in Harlem in general, more than in Brooklyn. That's why the person that came in here and they was like, Brooklyn this, Brooklyn. You're from Brooklyn. You're big up in Brooklyn. Salute. You should be big it up in where you're from. I'm not even mad at you. But I think they got kicked for a different reason though. But in Brooklyn, in the Bronx and in Harlem, they was killing niggas and putting them in them fucking buildings. I'm telling you. Go look up Preacher. Nobody that don't know, go look up Preacher. There was a kingpin named Preacher. We gonna call him a kingpin. There was a kingpin named Preacher that used to be in Harlem. Them niggas used to kill. First he'll bang you, and then after he bang you, he kill you, and then they put you in one of them buildings. And they was just finding dead bodies after dead bodies after dead bodies in buildings when they started destroying those buildings. Prince Tuamir said in BK they took care of each other in their neighborhood. The BX was loveless. That's what made it more dangerous. Not that because it was better. Agreed. Yeah, he was a Harlem madman. The dude used to, for everybody that don't know, there was this dude named Preacher. He was a kingpin. I don't know what you want to call him. And he had his people that he used to run his organization. And when it was time, he would come kill you. What he would do is first he'd bang you. Yeah, he'd bang you. He'd rape you. Then he'd kill you. And then he'd leave your body in one of them fucking buildings. I'm pretty sure that the people that was following him was way too scared to ever do anything that was... nigga's crazy, yo. So yeah, so the Harlem and the Bronx, it was crazy. It was bananas. And don't forget Larry Davis. He's from the Bronx. Like, the Bronx was popping. Like, it was crazy. Larry Davis is from the Bronx. I don't know. Y'all ready to go, or y'all think we should stay on a little bit longer? That's what I'm busy trying to tell y'all. That's why whenever somebody try to talk about other boroughs, I'm like, y'all remember we had Pistol Pete. We had like the Bronx and Harlem had some real gangsters, man. I'm not saying Brooklyn didn't. Don't get me confused. I'm not saying Queens didn't. Don't get me confused. But the Bronx and Harlem had some real gangsters. There's people I can't even tell you about. There's people I can't even tell you about. Partly because some of them y'all wouldn't know because they got killed. And some of them, they still alive. I'm not going to talk about them. They still alive and I'm not going to talk about them. You said the Son of Sam went to BCC? Okay. Nobody considered, Staten Island wasn't considered a borough until like the Wu-Tang. No, we didn't consider Staten Island part of New York City until Wu-Tang. Staten Island don't get enough love. I think there was like one artist that came out before Wu-Tang that was getting a little bit of love, but niggas wasn't giving Staten Island any love until Wu-Tang. I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. Shout out to Wu-Tang. Niggas was not loving, wasn't giving Staten Island any love. Think about most of, and this is not no disrespect, but somebody came here named Janine Flynn. So, could y'all name some gangsters from New York City? Everybody name some gangsters from New York City. Let's see how many gangsters we name from New York City that's from Harlem and the Bronx, and how many we name that's from Brooklyn and Queens. With all fairness. Just think about that for a minute. Most of the gangsters you're gonna be naming is gonna be from Brooklyn and from Harlem and the Bronx. Name me some gangsters. Name me some New York gangsters. You're gonna be naming people from Harlem and the Bronx, man. The majority. Just saying, this is a factual statement I'm making. Not that we don't love Brooklyn. We love Brooklyn. Love all my Brooklyn brothers and sisters. Don't get this confused. Frank Nitty, Nappy Red. Where they from, Prince to Amir? This is really why people be mad at me. Because they'll come into the chat and they'll say something and then I'll just prove them wrong. I don't know who John Cuff was. Wow. 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 Jada's just so fine. John Cuff, a former housing police officer in the Bronx. That's who you're talking about? Bumpy Johnson. Could somebody name, which one of these guys are from Brooklyn? I'm not talking crazy. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but which one of these guys are from Brooklyn? Out of all of these people that you just named, which one of these guys is from Brooklyn? And I'm not talking bad about Brooklyn. I just want to point this out because some person named Janine Flynn came in here, and I'm going to tell you what Janine Flynn said. We kicked them because nobody got time for this. But Janine Flynn came in and said, what in the hell are these Bronx bozos talking about? How can it be the most dangerous if Brooklyn has more gangsters than anyone? So I need y'all to name me some gangsters. Then says, do your homework. Let's bring facts. So that's why they got kicked. Somebody name me where all of these gangsters from. There was a movie called American Gangster. Who was American Gangster made from? Frank Lucas, right? Where Frank Lucas from? Said Frank Nitti. Frank Nitti from Chicago or some shit. No, the conversation's actually about the Bronx. Somebody came in saying some inaccuracy, and then so now we're just explaining. And if you're not from New York, you wouldn't understand how close the Bronx and Harlem is. So for anybody that has anything to say about that, if you're not from New York, you don't understand how close the Bronx and Harlem is. You just wouldn't understand. Yeah, that's right. The real 50 Cent was from Brooklyn. That's one for Brooklyn. Do we got Frank Lucas up there? I don't know if anybody put Frank Lucas yet. Right? Larry Davis, right? Could we put Larry Davis up there? Any more people from Brooklyn? I'm asking. I think I'm being fair. We got Frank Lucas up there. We got Larry Davis up there. Anybody else? McGriff. Wait, where's McGriff from? Supreme McGriff. He's from Queens. He's from Queens. Nicky Barnes. Harlem. So I need to know, where are all of these? Harlem. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, so for everybody who just got in here, we're not just naming gangsters. We're naming gangsters from either the Bronx, Brooklyn, or Harlem. All right, so Darrell Farmer says, for gangsters for Brooklyn, it's the real 50, R.I.P. Hooga, Free Craig, Free GP Boys, he and the Feds, it's a few. Yeah, just so we can be clear, I'm not saying that there's not gangsters in Brooklyn. There's a ton of gangsters everywhere. What I'm saying is that the Bronx had a lot of notorious gangsters. That's what I'm saying, just so we can be clear. Shout out to Jody Spencer with the $10 drop. Who's next? Who's next? Shout out to Jody Spencer with the $10 drop. Who's next? And we're not just talking about niggas that's locked up. We're talking about legendary gangsters. So please stop naming your niggas from down the block. We're talking about legendary gangsters with all due respect. We're talking about the Nicky Barneses of the world, the Supreme McGriffs of the world, the Larry Davises of the world, the Frank Lucases of the world, the Bumpy Johnsons of the world, the B.O.s of the world. That's what we're talking about, just so we can be clear. So don't name your homie just because he got a case. We're not talking about him. I hope the case works out in whoever's best interest also, just so we can be clear. Come on, let's get 5 more $10 drops to the Cash App, y'all. Come on, let's go. Yeah, so we're not just talking about people locked up in jail. I can go down a fucking list of about 100 niggas locked up in jail right now. We're not talking about 100 niggas locked up in jail. We're talking about legendary gangsters from the Bronx, Harlem, or Brooklyn. Somebody said Al Capone. Wait, hold on. Al Capone, where's Al Capone from? Hold on. Al Capone might actually be from New York. Ain't he from New York? Brooklyn. Al Capone is from Brooklyn. Salute. Al Capone is from Brooklyn. Shout out to Al Capone. He's from Brooklyn. Okay. Okay. Brooklyn. Got Al Capone over there with him. Brooklyn got Al Capone. Shout out to Brooklyn. Y'all got Al Capone. And his... No, it said Brooklyn. I wrote birthplace. It said Brooklyn. The Bronx had gangsters that made the Muse, but a few other people names is from that time and party with them people from the Bronx and H-Town. Wait, hold on. Who from the X? Always thought Al Capone was from Chicago. Because that's where Al Capone did all the shit at, was in Chicago. But hold on. Al Capone birthplace... I got Brooklyn. It says Brooklyn, New York. I don't know what to tell you. It say Brooklyn, New York. Damn, and the nigga lived to be 48. Nationality, the United States. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, so he's born in Brooklyn. Shout out to that. I mean, I guess you could put Shotty in that category, not for nothing. We don't know about Shotty killing somebody, but you could possibly put Shotty in that category. You could possibly put Ola Treyway in that category. Them niggas did a lot. I mean, obviously they're not an Al Capone or a Nicky Barnes or anything like that, but them niggas was doing a lot. You could put them, you could kind of put them, I guess, kinda. They could be on the fringe of that conversation. They already said them. They about to say. That name Cafano is dope though. I ain't gonna lie. Cafano, that's dope. That's a dope ass name. His parents hit the jackpot with that one. Legends is passing away. R.I.P. Crit Monster Cody for the fact he changed the whole mentality around into a revolutionary, like the Panthers indeed. Yeah, so yeah, no, shout out to that. Shout out to that. What people forget is, for months I was over here talking about, because I like when Shotty and 6ix9ine was together. I liked that whole energy and all that shit that they was doing. I didn't really, like, once again, I didn't really care for the music, but all the other things that was going on that was not illegal, I thought was entertaining. So I always was big up in Shotty over here. That's another reason why when all of the shit started happening, the fact that them niggas wouldn't even want to talk to me, like, I'm like, I got mad videos like big up in Shotty. Like, mad videos. Like, people only talk about the ones where I was not talking about him too favorably, but I got mad videos talking positively about Shotty. A lot of them. But I get it. They didn't like the 6ix9ine coverage. I get it though. Yeah, I could think of a couple of people that I would think is up there, not for nothing. Wow, Shorty. Wow, Shorty's fine. Wow, Shorty's fine. Wow, Shorty's fine. Yep, I'm following her. How she don't have no followers? She don't got no followers. Is she in New York City? I never go in anybody's DM. I don't know what to do if I go in your DM. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, after I say something to you and you respond back, I'm not sure where to go after that. This is totally unexpected. Damn, Shorty, fine. Anyway, I'm like, this is totally unexpected. Like, she responded. What the fuck? I'm acting like I didn't see it. Anyway, John Gotti was the one born in the Bronx. Appreciate you. Rich says, I was entertained by shooting, and 6ix9ine ain't gonna lie. I'm Cali biased though. When they went to Cali and pissed everyone off, was too much. The dude went to Chicago. Little Brokings was doing he was doing a lot. They was doing way too much. We know you love them, bro, but when you not like that, then step to the side and watch the show. I don't even understand what that comment means, just so we could be clear. Andrew Bohethan, I don't even know what that comment means. I've literally only reported on anything that they've been doing. I've never actually got myself involved in any particular situation, and if anybody is saying that I did, they're actively lying. So I have no idea what you're talking about. Darrell Farmer says, nah, show up there in that as of history to, even though a few don't respect him now, but they wasn't ply with boy back in the days. What the fuck? Nah. Show up there in that as of history to, even though a few don't respect him now. What the fuck are you talking about? I need you to rewrite that. I don't know what you're talking about, Darrell Farmer. That don't make sense. If anybody could explain to me what Darrell... I can't understand it. If anybody understands what Darrell was saying, please let me know. Nope. I am never sending any money to anybody that's saying that they're sending me any money back. I don't believe that. Like, yeah, send me $20. I'm gonna send you back $200. Why would you do that? I hate when y'all post these women and then y'all don't put they fucking at, so can't nobody find out who they are. I might want to follow the bitch too. Part of my language. Oh, Snow. Nah, Snow up there in that as of his... Okay. No, I hear what you're saying. Okay, so... Alright, so I'm going to tell you what I heard about Snow Billy. I did hear Snow Billy used to be extremely thorough and he was a hitter out there. The reason why a lot of people... a lot of the street niggas, they say he dangerous is because he really is a shooter and he really do help the police. And there's nothing more dangerous than a nigga that will kill you and then help the police to get out from under that murder. I don't say Zoo York, so you have to talk to one of them. You have to talk to the individuals that say that. I don't say Zoo York. But that is a clothing line also, just so we could be clear. The fuck? This just happened on 42nd and 3rd? Snow Billy a confirmed snitch, man. What are you talking about? That's why I keep trying to explain to people. Like, y'all calling people snitches that ain't snitches. A civilian cannot be a snitch. That's crazy. Snow Billy is a confirmed snitch. Snow Billy himself has said that he snitched on niggas. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. The fact that Tekashi snitched or not don't mean what everybody think it mean. It don't mean as much as people think it means. Snow Billy snitched and got a whole community that love him. And he not half as entertaining as fucking Tekashi. I'm not pulling up the stats. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't even know what you're talking about. You're just trying to... I don't know what you're trying to do. You're just trying to fuck the show up. I don't know what you're talking about. You want me to pull up stats from 4 different decades. Why the fuck would I do that? And you spelled Nicky Barnes' name wrong. So, did he? No, he didn't. It just put an apostrophe there. Like he owns... Like it's ownership. And it shouldn't be that. Apostrophe shouldn't be there. But shout out to you. Daryl Farmer says, I don't know about help the cops, but I was around him and he wanted to do 22 years and I was a kid then. No, I interviewed Snow Billy and Snow Billy literally said during the interview that he was helping the police. Yeah, I did an interview with him. He literally said he was helping the police. Literally. Literally, in the interview. It's a Snow Billy interview. It's still up. You could go listen to it yourself. No, he said, no, he didn't say that he had to snitch. He said he is snitching. He said they shot him in the head. What are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? He literally said that they shot him in the head. He literally said that he was snitching. He literally had all of those fake videos of him going to the courthouse testifying. What are y'all talking about? Yeah, what are y'all talking about? Yeah, people just come in here and just say the opposite of everything that I say? And y'all think that that's creating... I'm not trying to argue with you, but, you know, just saying the opposite of what somebody else says isn't creating conversation. I know this female that whenever she just says the opposite of what everybody says, and she's like, I don't have no beef with her, nothing like that, but she's annoying. That shit's annoying. To just have somebody standing next to you all day saying the opposite of whatever you saying. That shit's annoying. That make me not want to talk to niggas. Because I don't want to argue. No, Crippy didn't say that. Stop that. Crippy never said that. Crippy never said that Tekashi is the one that shot Snow Billy. That's not true. I got interviews with Crippy on here also. We interviewed Crippy. That's not true. I don't know where you're getting that from. Sorry about that. So I'm not showing facts unless I waste all of my time doing the thing you want me to do. Not a problem. I'm going to kick you. Go get another account. Hold on. Hold on. First of all, I never said I know 6ix9ine. So if you're talking about me, no, I don't know him. You talking on his cousin's Beatz, shaking my head. I'm not talking about Bat. Bat didn't get hit with that, though. I'm not talking about Bat. How am I talking about Bat? Explain to me how I'm talking about Bat. I'm not even addressing any of that until you explain to me how I'm talking about Bat. Oh, you're not talking to me. You're talking to the other dude. Yes, he's talking about Bat. Yes, Snow Billy does know 6ix9ine. They don't know each other like they're super close friends, but they've come into contact more than once. Actually, 6ix9ine was told to stay away from Snow Billy because he's dangerous. They used to call people like 6ix9ine wannabes or posers. Facts. He would get DP'd and packed out every day. Yeah. Now, that person is the same individual that was in here earlier. All you got to do is pay attention to people's comments. They just come in and they go through. They all have the same thing that they're trying to do. They're trying to get me to do anything other than talk about what I'm talking about. So whenever anybody come in and try to change the conversation, I'm not disrespecting their opinion. I just know they're trying to get me to talk about something other than what I'm talking about. And if I don't talk about the thing they want me to talk about, they're going to say that I don't respect their opinion. That's literally what happens. So I gotta either let them, kick them, or every single day be in here while they're just trying to distract me and then convincing other people that don't know what's going on of shit that's not happening. So those are my two options. So I just usually just choose to kick them. Because when I sit in here and I leave them alone and I don't kick them and I allow them to talk, people in the chat start going with what the fuck they talking about, and they don't even be knowing what they talking about. So then I have a whole chat of people talking about shit that ain't true. That the show's over. The show's over. I have a whole chat of people. How many other people we in here, and we talking about shit that is factually incorrect. Because, you know, somebody had an opinion and I have to agree with their opinion. And if I don't agree with their opinion, even though fact says their opinion is incorrect, if I don't agree with their opinion, then I'm wrong. I can't accept criticism if I don't agree with somebody else's opinion about me that's incorrect. So, that's my life. Shout out to them niggas. Yeah, so I just kick them. Yeah, check it out. Hold on, I dropped the link. I dropped the link for you. Go check it out right now. I don't care. Let me get the where the fuck is the, okay, here we go. Yeah, if you want to go check it out, here, go right there. Boom. Rich says, shout out 6ix9ine. I think he's entertaining, just in over his head in a way. I think he has good intentions, but the way he went about it is playing will affect him the rest of his life. Power blessings to him, though. Yeah, we're still on. I'm going to tell you what I think happens. It's harder for a person with a good heart to prove that they're a good person after somebody has, after their reputation gets injured. It's harder for them to prove that they're a good person than it is for a person who is not a good person to trick people into thinking that they're a good person, because you got more tools at your disposal. Like when you're not a good person, you got more tools at your disposal. When you're a good person, you don't have as many tools. There's just certain things that you're just not gonna do. And I think the main problem that 6ix9ine is going through right now, just so we could be clear, is that he has to play by the rules of not having rules. And he's just not good at it. He's not good at playing at the rules of not having rules. Or should I say playing at the rules of you're being held to a certain standard but other people aren't. And unless you've been in that position, you just won't understand it. I personally understand being held to an unreachable standard while nobody else has to be held to that same standard. I personally know how that feels. You know, you're competing with somebody who they could do whatever they want, but you can only do 2 or 3 things. And if you don't do one of those 2 or 3 things, then, you know, you're not going to be loved. You're not going to be liked. You're going to be seen as a bad person. While the actual bad person, they can do whatever they want to do. It's called having a conscience. A lot of y'all don't know how a person looks that has a conscience, because y'all not used to being around people that have consciences. That's really what it is. Y'all not used to, a lot of people aren't used to coming into contact with a person that got a conscience. They used to dealing with people that don't got no conscience. They used to dealing with people that's going to do whatever for whatever reason. So when they hear that somebody did something, they can say, well, you know, I would have did the same thing if I was in their situation. I don't think like that. If somebody tell me somebody did something, I don't think whether I would have did it or not. Because I understand I'm an individual and I don't think like everybody else. So I need way more input other than the person did a thing that I probably would have did if I was in their same situation. Nah, we're not doing that. Did they? No. I just don't operate that way. So shout out to that. Anyway, we about to get up out of here. I'm going to let everybody go. I'm going to let everybody go. What's today? Tuesday? But I know a lot of dudes that grew up with them. Not for nothing. Just real quick with the Treyway thing. I know quite a few people that grew up with Treyway, and that whole situation is interesting as hell. Like, that whole situation, the shit that was going on before Tekashi pulled up was interesting. The shit that was going on while Tekashi pulled up and initially was interesting. Like, the stories that people from Treyway was telling me, like, this shit is gold. I don't even know how to explain this shit. This shit is gold. I think that one of the biggest problems with what they're doing when they're trying to do this Tekashi documentary is maybe they need to not do it from the position of Tekashi. Maybe they need to... Okay, so there's a narrative device that's used in movies where they take a character and that character is the stand-in for the audience. So basically, that character don't know nothing. Every time that character pulls up, shit needs to be explained to them. The character is basically the audience, but in the movie. And I think that if you do a 6ix9ine movie, like if it's not a documentary, if it's a movie, I think that that's the narrative element that you need to, that it will be most successful to probably use. And there wasn't a guy following them around with a camera, but that's part of what the narrative element could be. You could just introduce a totally new person that was not there when any of these things happened, that could be the eyes and the ears of the audience, of us, and it could just be an individual who now pulled up and they're just witnessing all of these things that's going on with Tekashi Tekashi and Treyway. Or you could just use the narrative element and Tekashi could be that individual. Like that, so you know, when you're writing this particular script, that person could also just be Tekashi. and Tekashi could be the stand-in for the audience. It's a narrative element that's used in movies all the time. A movie right now that's just came out that used this narrative element, that easiest way for me to explain is Mortal Kombat. You know that dude that they just introduced in Mortal Kombat? They got a new character that they just introduced. The reason why they introduced the new character was so they could have somebody that could explain everything too, like for the people that don't know nothing about Mortal Kombat. So they introduced a new character. That's the same principle. Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna let everybody go. Everybody enjoy your day. We stayed in here a whole extra hour today. Everybody pull up for tonight's show tonight. I'm not 100% sure what the topic is going to be, but I promise you I'll pick something good. Also, if anybody has any ideas for what we should do for a topic tonight, DM me. If anybody wants any reposts today, DM me. If anybody want any reposts, I'm doing reposts for the super cheap today. We're doing reposts for $10 today. I'll repost one post for $10 today. What the fuck was that? What the? Wait, did everybody see what I saw? Yeah, everybody saw it. All right. Yo, look at this shit this dude do real quick before we get up out of here. You seen that? 100% they should have pushed Seiko Billy. I know why Seiko Billy was not pushed. That's so interesting. I can tell you why Seiko Billy wasn't pushed. I can tell you. But in order for me to tell you, we're going to be talking bad about Shotty. Just so we can be clear. But I can tell you why some people believe Seiko Billy wasn't pushed. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to get up out of here. Everybody enjoy your day. Please, everybody enjoy your day. Go out there, have a great day. Go be productive. If anybody is trying to do if you want any reposts, we reposting today for $10 on the super cheap all day. We reposting for $10. So if you got anything that you want me to repost, DM me at that DM. Boom. DM me the thing you want me to repost. Boom. And then Cash App the $10. Boom. And we're gonna repost you. We're doing $10 Cash Apps all week. Matter of fact, $10 posts all week. All week we're doing reposts for $10. All you got to do is hit me up. We're gonna repost. With that being said, I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. Everybody go enjoy your day. Just go do something productive. Go be energetic. Go be informative. Just go do something productive. I don't know what to say. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Boomers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one.